All right, I think we're back. We'll wait for people to trickle back in, though. Obviously. All right. Okay. I think we're all back. I couldn't find the stream on my second viewing device, so I was a little nervous, but I think we're back. We're just gonna keep on rolling here. Phil can't stop us. Idella can't stop us. You fucking spaz. Can't stop the shit lords. Let's do it, boys.
Better than
I don't know what happened. It just said the stream was unavailable, and I was like, oh, nosies. That's not good. So let's try to... Oh, I just muted it. That's smart.
Connecticut. I'm eating so much healthier. I stopped drinking horribly like I was.
X
at
to
one point in my
Dow.
life.
X to Dow on the drinking.
We have such an amazing life here. The weather is better. The taxes out here are much
Yeah.
better than they were in Connecticut.
You're not
My
paying your
office, I
taxes,
have an
Phil. You
actual
can't talk
room,
about
which you could
taxes.
consider a studio/office that I broadcast out of every day. That is way more professional than anything I used to do back in Connecticut.
No,
so
your
so many
stuffy-ass, disgusting
huge
office.
positives
Yeah,
out of
you
the
jerk
move,
off in.
right?
It's awesome,
But
Phil. It's
one
so
of the
cool.
big negatives of the move was the amount of debt that I incurred doing it, because I basically emptied out my savings account when I did it, plus spent a ton
I'm
of
not.
extra
I'm
money
not
on top of
sure
that.
if they ever matched up. I know there were talks a
Financing
while ago,
everything
but
in
that
there.
never happened.
I'm not going to break
Obviously,
it down to individuals of what I spent and stuff like that, because I couldn't even remember at this point. But we're talking not only qualifying for and affording this house, including a very hefty down payment.
I think we all would pay to see
The
that.
cost of the move itself, moving all the stuff across the country, was
That was your choice, Phil. You could have stayed on the
on
East Coast. You could
furnishing
have.
this house.
You instead of furnishing this house,
and
you
doing
could
all
have
that.
gone to like a thrift store.
Now the truth of the matter
or
is,
some cheap
yes,
place
I
and
could
gone
have
to-
probably made way better financial decisions, and I
could
will
have.
tell you right up front, 1,000,000%. Yes, I way overspent.
Yeah, you did,
Because I was
dummy.
estimating what I was spending basing on what I was making at the time. Now keep in mind, I've told you guys about this. In 2015, out of nowhere, I lost a ton of my revenue on YouTube because the trolls fucked with my channel with false copyright strikes. I was forced.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me?
Now, there are many other factors also that factor in, but that was the one definitive factor that financially, that was the beginning of the screw job for me. Like, that was
The
it.
trolls.
Once that happened,
All the
I
trolls'
knew
fault.
things were going bad.
We were the
because I
domino that
overspent
started it
when I
all.
moved out
Oh
here.
no, boys!
And now my income
It's
that
all
was
our fault.
depending on
It's
to pay
all
off all these
our
debts that I had
fault.
incurred had gone away. Now, in addition to that,
And in addition
more
to
stuff
that,
happened behind the scenes, some of which I've touched upon.
What else happened,
But one of
Phil?
the horrible things that happened was that my aunt, who had been living
no,
at
not your
my condo
aunt.
in
The
Connecticut
aunt that gave
for
you
about
gout
2
or
years
whatever.
after I moved
Laura
there,
always changes with your
passed
aunt.
away.
Oh, she died.
Unexpectedly. We didn't
Can we
expect
get an
that was
F
gonna
for,
happen. I mean,
Phil's
she was
aunt?
elderly, but she wasn't to the point where we thought she was just going to pass away out of nowhere, and she did. So that was someone who was living there and was giving me a little bit of income, basically, for that.
Never mind. Never mind. We're going to take back those Fs. We're going to take back those Fs. Because Phil just called his dead aunt an income. A little bit of income. That's an oof, Phil. That's a big oof.
Condo.
Not good. Not a good look, Phil.
and now I
Don't
had
call
nothing,
your dead
zero,
relative an
okay?
income. Not good.
So essentially what
Doesn't
happened
help
was
your
not
look.
only did I get completely screwed over financially by the trolls. Then a family member passed away who was also providing me additional income. So it was like the double.
Stop saying your aunt is an income. It's not good,
once,
Phil.
and it doubly screwed me over.
It shows that you don't care about your family. It shows that you're not a family guy. Oh no, the NBA. I don't know nothing about sport ball.
I've basically, for the past 3 to 4 years, done everything I possibly can, overextended myself in every possible way financially to try to make ends meet and have stuff keep going.
You could have downsized.
You look around. There's nothing that I've spent money on. There's nothing extravagant here.
Yeah, because you eat and drink it all.
In my house, you notice I'm wearing, look what the shirt I'm wearing, a shirt from 2009. There's nothing crazy going on. I'm not blowing money on anything. There's nothing, it's basically, it's all debt. It's
I can't
debt
believe this
that
either. This is pretty ridiculous. This is pretty
that I way overspent in the
entertaining.
past and was hoping that I'd be able to pay it off moving forward, and it didn't happen because of the troll activity.
Oh, but it's all the trolls' fault.
Passing away and losing.
We are literally just taking the money out of your pocket, Phil. We're just yoinking it.
There's way more stuff that happened in between that I'm not going to discuss. We're not going to dwell upon other things in my past that people.
Because other people are going to make fun of you for it.
It's all horseshit usually. There's a few factors.
Stop saying horse humor. It's not good for you, Phil. It's bad image for your wife.
In the past, so we're not going to do that. Okay, but what I'm going to tell you is, in general, things got really bad for me financially. Okay?
Yes,
but
we know, Phil. Things have always been bad financially for you.
I always found a way to juggle things, whether it was transfer.
No, everything. Everybody in his life is a tool. He had his parents come over to fix his bathroom or some shit.
Money, so now I have to
paint his house or something.
So essentially, the debt just got
worse.
The
friends at Project 7,
Ryan
and Kecken were technically kind of used.
Every single time that something
not a
went
good
in
look.
my favor and it looked like I could finally get ahead or catch up,
severely bad optics.
Something else crazy would happen behind the scenes that would now be a ton of money that I have to dump into something else that I didn't know. I mean, a perfect example of this was in 2017 when I was actually finally kind of getting back financially on my feet a little bit, and then I find out that my tax attorney back in Connecticut screwed me over and did my taxes wrong for
my
3 straight
favorite
years,
anime
and now
villain
I
on
owed
the dark side,
thousands
Phil.
of dollars to the state of Washington
Anime,
for
the
business
tax man.
occupation tax that I didn't
He's
even
my
know
favorite anime
existed
villain
since the time that I had lived here. And that's just like one of the things. One of the many things that happened to me over the course of all this time. So, in reality, has anything horrendous happened to me in the last 2 years or so? Actually not. But
Yeah.
It's just all the leftover
It's all about
shit from the
perspective.
past. I've never caught up. I've always been behind.
You've never got over it, Phil. It's not about getting caught up. It's about processing it and moving on. You never did that, Phil, because that takes maturity.
On taxes. I've always been behind on a payment. I've always been behind. And
Yeah,
this
you've
year,
always been
29
behind.
this
You're
last year,
emotionally
2019, was finally the year where basically the crap hit the fan.
Crap hit the fan,
to the
boys.
point where I didn't have enough money every month to pay my bills, and every single month my bank account was becoming overdrawn because I didn't have the money in there to pay stuff. And so what would happen is some months the money would overdraw and the bank would clear it.
It's all like my lawyer's fault, dude. He screwed me over. He was the biggest detractor.
Like maybe the first few months.
Yeah,
like,
I can't wait for
I'd
that
say
shit
like
too, dude.
March,
I
April,
can't wait,
May,
Shadow. It's
June,
gonna be
that's
great.
what happened. Then all of a sudden my bank decided we're not even going to clear the payments anymore. Not only are we going to say, oh, you tried to overdraw and we denied the payment, now we're also going to hit you with the overdraft fee on top of it anyway. So they weren't giving the money and they were still charging me the money on top of it because the payment had bounced. So, man, it was just a bad situation. My whole life, a horrible situation.
Oh, your whole life is just
that I
one
was
big
in.
pity party, Phil.
And really what happened earlier in 2019 was I had already been having the conversation with my parents about going out there to visit them.
You already were having the conversation with mommy and daddy about asking for money.
I've always been upfront and honest with all of you, and I never lied about this. My parents are not in good health.
No, you've always done this, though,
my
Phil.
mom
You've
has
always
multiple
used your
health
parents'
issues to the point
health
where
like
any
it's
day
in
she could
flux.
take a turn for the worse. And
One
then
moment
she's
they're
on
healthy,
borrowed
one
time.
moment they're dead.
My
Make up
dad
your
is
fucking
starting to have
mind.
health issues now that are very worrying.
Oh no, mommy and daddy
I'm not
Brunel are
gonna
gonna
go
kick
into
the
health
bucket
issues,
any
it's none of
fucking
your
minute,
business.
boys.
But basically, yeah.
Get ready for the dead
I'm
parent
lucky
saga.
that really,
Jesus.
the worst hasn't really happened, but at any moment the worst can happen. Okay,
At any
we all
moment,
know that.
guys.
We've known that
At any
for
moment,
years
this could
with
all
my
be
parents.
over.
So my parents said, we want you to come visit us because we want to meet Kat, who at that time was not my wife, but she was my fiance. We want to meet Kat. We want to spend some time with the both of you. We want you to kind of have maybe a day or two to yourselves away from all that stress that you tell us about every day. You tell us about how stressed you are about money and everything.
Oh my God,
we want you to
Phil.
just come out here and have some time to yourselves and have a good time.
You're calling your
this had
mommy every
already been
day
a conversation
stressing about
that I
money.
had with my parents over 2018 and early 2019 that we were going to go visit them at some point, and I was looking for like what's the best time that we could visit them where it's not a ton of game releases and stuff. And it just so happened it would have been like March or April of 2019 would have been one of the better times. Now, all this was already...
Imagine scheduling your wedding around when video games are released. That's Jesus Christ.
going on behind the scenes.
That's
okay.
That's not good, Phil. That's
All
like
this was
what
already going
sows
on.
the seeds
Kat and I,
of this
got
toxic
engaged,
marriage.
and we're looking to get married, and we knew we had no money. We knew that we had no way we could have like even like a real wedding. What we were talking about was
you could have if you didn't blow it all on Russell.
We go to the Justice of the Peace. We get married. Maybe one or two of our friends from here in Washington comes and attends with us.
Wait, you
Maybe
have
we
friends?
Go out to a nice dinner for ourselves, and that's it. That's the end of it. Okay, nothing else because can't afford anything, right? So while we were having all these conversations, about all of this, my parents even suggested, they said, you're talking about getting married. Did you ever consider about maybe coming out here to get married? Because we're already talking about you two visiting. And while you're here, maybe we could do two birds with one stone. You visit us, but also then have an opportunity to get married in a family setting. Obviously,
yeah, it was Mommy and Daddy Brunelli's fault.
To do a giant wedding
that Phil and Kat got married.
Maybe see if a couple of relatives are available.
He's gonna say
to
that
come
during
by.
the divorce
And we
saga.
could do a nice little ceremony.
It's all my parents' fault, guys.
And we were like, wow. That's really amazing. That's a really great opportunity because we had never thought that anything like that would happen. We always thought we're going to get married. It's just going to be us rushing and doing like a little Justice of the Peace ceremony here with nothing, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's all you need, Phil, but you're cheap.
So we
and
jumped
have,
on that
quote, unquote,
opportunity.
no money.
Now the thing is,
The thing
I was
is-
in bad financial stress. I already was.
Wait,
at a
what
point
happened, guys?
where
I don't know. The stream went
only
down. I
reason
think
that I
I
wasn't
think Phil or
insanely
one of
badly off
us, maybe
financially
one of the
early in
Spurs, tried to take us
2019, as I
down.
told you guys,
Or maybe
was
the
because
internet
there
went
was
down
this
on
guy,
my
Emerald
end.
7,
Something
who
went
early
down,
on
but
in
we're all
2018
we're some of us are
gifted a
here,
ridiculous amount of
and I'm
tier
glad
one
you're here with
subscriptions to
me,
on stream,
watching
which
this
gave me a
terrible
ton of
thing.
extra money. So essentially, Emerald 7 made it possible for me to be able
More Emerald
to
7 dick
go to
sucking.
Connecticut. If Emerald 7 hadn't done that, I basically wouldn't have been able to do it. So I have to tell whoever Emerald 7 is, thank you. Like, no exaggeration. You're probably the main reason why I was able to get married in 2019.
Oh no. Oh no, Phil. Don't say that. The reason why you got married is because some random guy on the internet gave you internet shekels, not because you loved your girlfriend. Oh no, Phil. Oh, buddy boy, that's not.
I don't know who you are,
Oh.
but you positively impacted
Oh,
our
I
lives.
feel
in a
dirty
really,
now.
really
I don't
positive
like
way. And I want
that.
to say thank you sincerely so much for that, because it was such a great positive time in our lives, and you
Oh,
probably
my
don't even understand how
God.
much of a positive impact you had
That's
on us. So thank you so much.
This
for
is
that.
sad. Phil is literally on his knees, dick sucking a guy.
The payment's due, Chen.
Aw, dude, I love seeing clips
Now.
from Venom. Not.
All right. Now I'll try to get the tear out of my fucking eye and concentrate on what I need to talk about. So, the thing was, I'd already told you guys that I was going to be going to Connecticut to visit my parents, but I knew behind the scenes financially everything was falling apart. I knew the Emerald 7 money was running out, and that basically by going to Connecticut this week in April, that it was going to hurt me big time financially. It's a week without income, right? And I knew coming back, basically, I was already behind on stuff, and I knew coming back this was going to put me in a position where, like, I'm kind of screwed. At the same time, I knew it was worth it to see my parents and get married. It was worth it, okay?
It was worth it,
so,
guys. It
the
was
big
really
crisis
worth
that I had
it.
when I went out there was that I needed to make this payment to get caught up on taxes. Not really get caught up on taxes. I didn't pay
Oh,
any
dude, I
federal
love when my
taxes that
favorite
entire
Twitch
year. I
streamer
couldn't afford
talks
it.
about how he had to catch up on his
And
taxes
that
and get
basically,
married
in order
in
to
secret.
qualify for what the federal
It's the
government
reason
calls
why
a
I
payment
watch
plan
Twitch
to
streamers
pay off
play
back
video
taxes you
games.
didn't pay during the year. I needed to make a significantly large payment of money to them. to qualify for this payment plan. And so you guys actually helped out with that. If you guys remember, I had done this big stream event before I gone out there to raise money to help with taxes. And then when I was out there in Connecticut, had a nice ceremony with my parents and everything that they paid for 100%. They paid for the flight, they paid for the hotel, they paid for the rental car, they paid for basically
Which
everything
is
we
sad
did
that you had to go to mommy and daddy to do that, Phil. That's not something cool. That's pretty lame.
And then, my parents, as a wedding gift, gave me enough money to make up for the deficit and pay the down payment so I could qualify for the back federal taxes payment plan and not basically have my stuff in jeopardy, okay? So that was very nice of them. I'll be eternally grateful. They gave us a great wedding, even though it was a small thing. It was better than nothing.
Don't shit on your parents for giving you a wedding, Phil. That's a very backhanded thing to do, you hungry
I had to keep all that
bastard.
secret from you guys. I couldn't tell you about all that stuff that was going on because if I had told you, these shitheads would have ruined everything. They would have tried to screw with the flight. They would have tried to screw with the hotel, screw with the rental.
Who would screw with the flight, Phil? Who's gonna screw with the flight? Really? Who's really gonna commit literally domestic terrorism to fuck with Darkside Phil?
Car, screw with my parents and everything. They would have tried to.
Who's gonna do that, dude? Let's really open up those brains. Let's really try to think, bud.
Of course, the idiots spin it
Jesus
as,
Christ!
Lying about all of it, and he paid for all of it with your money. He did a fundraiser that was a lie, so he could pay for the wedding instead of the taxes, which is ludicrous of nonsense. But again, how do you disprove when they make something up like that? How do you disprove it? I can't.
You can try.
They think it's fact. One of the big negative things.
You can sit there and have evidence of what happened
and stuff like that when that didn't happen. Okay. So when we came back, let me take.
No, I don't think the bride's family was invited because Kat is very distant from her family.
Really, that went down with my parents after we've been married and everything was, what the hell am I going to do to salvage my life? Because financially, my life.
You're gonna beg so fucking hard, it annoys everybody.
2 mortgages. Insane amount of loan.
2 mortgages, and whose fault is all that, Phil? It's yours.
Payments on half the stuff.
Your fault.
Now it's so bad that I'm being overdrafted every month. So I did, and basically my mom sat me down and said, "You got to understand, you're at a point in your life now where something's got to change, and there's concrete things that have to happen to change in your life." Because if you don't change,
Mommy had to sit him down at age 37 or 36.
So even though you don't want to do this stuff, you're just gonna have to do it. Okay. So at that point, we laid out a plan.
That's pretty fucking sad.
We laid out a plan, for us, of what we needed to do. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Phil can't blame himself. He's the perfect one. He does nothing wrong.
Hold on,
he did everything correct.
Mods in the stream chat right now. Okay, everything seems fine. Okay.
Everything seems fine. Sure, Phil.
My mother and I laid out a plan for last year of what I was going to do, and then we laid out kind of a long-term plan. The long-term plan I made public to you guys.
Yeah, you're going to get the job that you're never going to get.
I know
you're going to wait for your parents to die.
And what I need to do is find a way to get myself financially sound so that I don't have to stream 6 to 7 days full-time a week to raise so much money to pay all the debts that I owe, that I can now maybe within 3, 4, 5 years be better off financially. So now I can say, okay, I'm going to split my time. I'm going to maybe get a part-time job over here in real life. I'm going to split that with stream.
Where are you going to work, Phil?
Subway? Integrate it so it's more of a half and half deal. Maybe long-term, even switch it so that it's more of all about being in real life work and then having a little bit of the online thing. But whatever it is, okay, it has to change because there's no way that I was going to financially be feasible doing this forever with the amount of debt and everything that I put myself in. So that's the long-term plan. Plus, we all knew, let's all face it, how many years am I going to stream full-time? Till I'm 70? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to last. Maybe
Grandpa side Phil.
Most, I would say
I want
decade,
it.
I could do this, keep going. But after another decade, how many people are going to care about this, right? You're going to forget about it.
A lot are going to want to see.
So, truth of the matter.
I feel like the older he gets, the more people are going to come to him and be like, oh, dude, it's like your grandpa playing video games. Like, he's going to be one of those late bloomers. Like, he's going to start, like, getting, like, popular when he's, like, 60. I could see it.
The matter is that I need to find a long-term plan to change things. And that's what I started working on immediately when I got back here in 2019. All right? Now, this is all the information you guys have no information about. You didn't hear a word about this yet until today.
All right.
I'm going to start giving you new information about
fresh tea coming from Darkside Phil. Buckle up, boys.
2019 behind the scenes. If you don't care about this, You don't have to watch it. It has nothing to do with my streams or anything, but this is stuff that's been going on behind the scenes that I feel I should share with you because it's very important.
All right. Lay it on us, Dave.
The day I got back from Connecticut, I stopped paying my mortgage in Connecticut. That is the condo that I used to owned in Connecticut. That's the place where I used to film and do all that stuff. I stopped.
So you stopped by your own choice.
Paying it.
Your choice, you stopped.
I contacted the mortgage company at that time, and it was April of 2019, and I said, I can't pay this anymore. This is ridiculous drain on my finance. Condo that my aunt can't live in anymore because she passed away. I can't rent it. I've tried to find renters. I can't find any reliable renters to rent this place out. My parents can't deal with being renters in this place. They're elderly at this point and they have health problems. I basically can't afford the condo anymore. So I need to talk to you, the bank, about things that we can do because I cannot make this payment at all anymore.
Oh no, he hasn't paid his bank. He hasn't paid his mortgage in a year.
Moving forward.
Oof.
Okay? So the good news is I had a big payment that I stopped
not
paying.
good,
now, the bad news is the only thing that I could stop paying was the mortgage.
Yep.
I still had to keep paying the stupid condo association fees over there, which were over $400 a fucking month. I still are paying them now. I was stuck doing that because just so anyone knows how this works. Legally, you have a mortgage on a property, you are responsible for everything, okay? But let's say, for example, the mortgage is held by a bank. The bank is technically responsible for doing things like paying the property taxes, insurance on that unit, etc. But if there's a condo association involved, you're still legally responsible to pay for it until that property is no longer in your name. So even though I said I can't pay the mortgage anymore, all right, I still had to pay the condo fees all year, okay?
Nice coughing in the mic, asshole.
It sucked. I had to keep paying these condo fees every month. But
yes, because you owned the condo. You knew that going in
some regard, okay?
No one's going to give you pity for that, Phil. I tried to work with this
mortgage company for 4 months. They asked me for every possible piece of information. Give me this financial document, that financial document.
Well, yeah, they have a right. You're dodging them. You're not paying them. They might as well get something.
I'm no kidding. Behind the scenes of me streaming, every night I was working on this for hours. Like, it was insane. It was ludicrous the amount of work I put into this, working with this fucking bank, okay? This went on for 4 months like this, okay? So it was, April? So May, June, July, August. Yeah, I'd say about August, September. Finally, I get a resolution from that, and the resolution is, well, we have all these assistance programs.
Oh, it's so terrible.
And you qualify for none of them. We can't give you any kind of mortgage payment assistance.
For his own mortgage,
we can't give you anything like that. And there's actually something called deed in lieu of foreclosure. If you don't know what that means, what it means is that basically the mortgage company who holds the mortgage on your property says, we agree to accept the property as payment for the rest of this mortgage, and we just leave it at that. We will not foreclose on the property. There'll be no suing or legal proceeding at all. We'll just call it even and take the property, okay? They tell me after 4 months of me providing documents and everything to them, we can't qualify you for anything because the condo in Connecticut is not your primary residence. If that had been where you were living, you would have qualified for everything, and we could have talked about all these different options.
So if you didn't move, none of this would have happened. Wow.
You qualify for nothing. And I'm like, wow. So I spent 4 months sending you all these documents, and you're telling me I qualify for nothing. And they said, yes. Okay. I said, so what's the next step? We want you to short sell your property.
Oh, ad coming in hot.
I'm Mariceli, and I am a real Premier Protein fan. Premier Protein helps me not.
The Repo Man cometh, right. Yeah.
So for those of you who are longtime viewers of mine.
Longtime viewers.
I've already talked about this. I did try to short sell my property back in 2017. Okay? I did. I actually contacted a realtor in Connecticut. They put the property up for sale. They made it look nice. They actually had multiple people coming and look at it. They had a cash offer for this property. We brought that information and gave it to the mortgage company, and the mortgage company denied it and said this house is not eligible for short sale because the loan type that I had was a federal, it's called, I believe it's called, is it FDA?
Doesn't even know.
It's a special loan. It was the first house I ever bought. I bought it in 2009. And because of that, I had qualified for special assistance from the government where the down payment was much less than a normal mortgage because it was my first time. It was like a first-time home buyer special deal mortgage that I did through the government. Okay.
All right.
So
whatever.
after doing all that work in
I'll let you have
2017,
this.
again, that was like 3 or 4 months of work in 2017.
I'm just a humble
trying to
shitlord.
short sell the property. I was told by the mortgage company, you can't short sell the property because it's under this special loan. You can't do it. Here we are in 2019. For 4 months, I'm working with the mortgage company. They tell me you qualify for nothing short. I say, I can't. You denied me 2 years ago. If I
Try
would be
again,
the laughing
dumbass.
stock of Connecticut. If I
Doesn't
tried to
hurt
go
to
to a
try
realtor
again.
now and said I had this property up for sale, had a cash offer, it was denied by the mortgage company 2 years ago, but now the mortgage company is telling me to try to short sell the property again. There's no way a realtor would even agree to it. The realtor's not going to go out there and do hours and hours of free work, pro bono work, to put the property up for sale, get a buyer, get it lined up, just for you to fucking deny it again because you're idiots.
Yep,
So I
it's
presented
everyone
all
else.
that. I even had the
Everyone else is an idiot, Phil. Not the guy who didn't pay his mortgage for a year.
letter,
Everyone
the
else is
denial
an
letter
idiot,
from
though.
2017, when they had denied the short sale then, I sent that directly to the mortgage
Fucking
company
Hicks,
saying,
on a roll,
you're
man,
so
with the
stupid,
bands.
you don't even keep your own records from the letter you sent me 2 years ago denying me this.
I'm
okay?
gonna hit exit out. A bank is keeping fucking records, bud. They're a bank. It's kind of their fucking job to keep records and play with money.
So after that, I send that to them, and they say to me, okay, we'll take this under consideration. We'll get back to you. Okay? Now, in the meantime, I'm not paying the mortgage. I can't.
Yeah,
I
isn't
can't
pro
anymore.
bono,
And the
like,
truth of the matter
lawyer
is,
shit?
Even without paying
I don't know.
the
I'm not
mortgage,
really a smart guy. I'm just kind of a
still, every month
shitlord,
I couldn't
but
afford stuff because I told you really.
I've
the
watched
only
Better
reason
Call
I
Saul.
was keeping stuff
I know a
afloat
little
was
bit
that
about
Emerald
lawyer
7
shit.
money that had come in from all those subs last year. And after that money dried up, that was the end of it. You know, that I couldn't afford anything. So every single month, I'm overdrafting on my bank account. I'm barely making ends meet. There's credit cards
And whose
loans
fault is that,
unpaid.
Phil?
And
Who blew all the money?
basically,
who
I
bought the
have no money,
BMW?
even though I'm not paying the
Who
mortgage,
moved
I'm
across
using that money
country?
from the mortgage
Who had a
that I'm not
strange
paying
woman
to pay
fly
the
multiple
basic stuff,
times in a
to
year?
buy games for the streams, to pay the
Who
utilities.
did
There
that,
was one month
Phil?
when
You
when
did.
It was actually the internet bill didn't get paid on time, and they called me. I was like, oh fuck, the internet's gonna get turned off. So I had to really.
Aw, dude,
finagle
what if
some
the
money
internet
around
got
quickly
off,
to pay
turned
them
off?
quickly
That'd
so
been
I could keep the internet
hilarious.
on. It was a nightmare. The whole last year. All right.
Whole
was a
last
nightmare.
year was a nightmare.
Okay? The
But
whole
last
fucking
year you
last
said
year
the
was a
best
nightmare
year
because
was
of this
your
stuff,
life was
all
last
right?
year with your personal
So-
life, and I hear you're saying it's a nightmare.
All that
what
going
is
on.
it, Phil?
Okay. All that going on.
All that going on.
And finally, the mortgage company just stopped talking to me. Okay, just completely and utterly stops talking to me.
They ignored you.
And I'm like, well, this sucks. 'Cause I wanted to work with them. I wanted to. Figure out
I
what was
doubt
gonna
they
happen,
ignored you,
with the
Phil.
property. And all of a
They
sudden,
wanted their fucking
about
money.
a month
They were
later,
gonna
I
work
said this
with
is
you
probably
either
around
way.
September-ish. I get a letter
They
in
were
the
gonna
mail.
work with you one way or a fucking
got
other,
some news
dude.
for you. Your mortgage company sold the mortgage off to another company, so you no longer talk to that company anymore. You have to work with a new company.
All right.
What?
Yeah,
I
they
was
can
like,
do that.
what?
You go talk to a different bank now.
You gotta be kidding me. So I
You're
worked
the
with
bank's
this mortgage
bitch. They
company
can
for
sell you if they
5 months,
want.
April, May, June, July, August, September. They stopped talking to me and then sell the mortgage off to a third-party company so they don't have to deal with it anymore because they know I'm not paying it anymore. Okay? So I find out, I do some research, and I find out this new mortgage company specializes in foreclosures. This is what this mortgage company does. They buy bad debt, and then they foreclose on the houses. And then they
Pro
try to
bono is
sue
any
people
work taken
to make
for
up for the
public
money
good
that they
or
didn't
personal
get
charity.
from the sale of the house and
A
what was remaining
realtor
on
would
the
be
mortgage.
doing it
Okay,
for
so in
some
particular, in
personal
my
profit.
situation,
Selling a
I'm pretty
house,
much
for
screwed and out of
instance,
luck
closing
because
it.
my mortgage on the house is still around $100,000. That house, that condo in Connecticut, is only worth
Okay.
about 60.
Wow, we
grand
learned something
on
today,
a good
boys.
day. Actually, units
Thanks,
here have now been
Hicks.
selling for around 50 grand. So you're talking like a $50,000 fucking deficit.
Oh
okay,
no, 50K. That's almost 30K.
between if they sold the property and what I owe on the mortgage. That's insane. Think about that. In 2009, the property was valued over $100,000. 10 years later, it's less than half. That's how bad. I keep telling you guys how bad it is in Connecticut. That's how bad it is in Connecticut. That's why I had to get the fuck out of there. The whole place is broken down and falling apart. Everything is being devalued.
What's wrong with Connecticut,
Everyone's trying to get
dude?
the fuck out of there when they can. That state is
Aw,
falling apart, and no
man.
one wants to live there anymore because of this shit.
Connecticut's.
Okay.
Why I gotta be so mean to Connecticut, dude? You would
So you're
think.
right. As ludicrous as this sounds, I'm paying condo fees of over $400 a month on a condo that's not even
We're
worth
still hung up on the
$60,000.
condo fees. Jesus Christ, Dark.
God's honest truth. That's how insane this situation is. I basically got the worst real estate situation possible. Okay?
Yeah? How,
So,
dude? You have two
talked
homes,
to the new mortgage
and you're not
company
homeless.
that now holds the mortgage on my condo in Connecticut to find out what's going on. And they say, well, we have all these fun assistance programs and things you can qualify for. Send us all your income documentation. I said, get the fuck out of here. I didn't qualify for it with the last mortgage company. Why would I qualify for it?
You should still
with you?
try.
So we had a conversation.
It's a different
very honest
company.
Conversation with one of the reps there, and they said, chances are you're not going to qualify for anything. Is there anything you can do to pay this? I said, no. As it is, I'm overdrawn on my bank account every month.
You could beg Planet Jeff.
We're going to have to foreclose. I said, then do it.
You can promise that you'll suck his dick.
So basically, at that point, this was months and months. This was like September, October. They began foreclosure proceedings. Okay. Now hold on a second because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything before I tell you about the next part of the story.
Oh, dude, he can't even get. He has to write his story down.
When all this was going on, all right, I knew behind the scenes of me streaming and everything, where I was trying to be happy and everything, I knew financially my life was getting fucked. And I was like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get sued. They're going to basically sue me for whatever the difference is between when they foreclose the property, they sell the property, whatever the difference is, they're going to sue me for. I have no money to pay it. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to take my house. They're going to try to do all this shit, right? They're going to basically ruin my life. So I said, let's see what can we do. So I started considering different options and things and started talking with various different people. And basically I had a backup plan / a new plan for moving forward. And I started working on that since the summer of 2019. Okay.
And what's that plan, Phil?
Excuse me.
Is it to burp into the mic?
Problem was, you know, all of my bills, my credit cards and everything were screaming at me. We're going to put you in collections. We're going to do this if you don't start paying. So basically every month I was trying to maintain minimum payment on everything to keep everyone happy. All right. And not have everyone trying to rip my fucking head off and sue me for money I owed them, while I was still trying to maintain the business, buying the games for the business, paying the internet, paying the electricity, all that stuff, right?
The business,
it was a nightmare
playing video games for
you
Spurgs.
guys know during the fall how sometimes
Such a lucrative business, Phil.
You guys really helped me to afford the game this week because I had no money. All my money was going to the bills every month to keep stuff going. That's how bad it was. You know, and in reality, very matter of factly, if you remember 1 month, I can't even remember what month it was. It was probably October, November. I did a special stream where I said I need to do a fundraiser to raise funds because if I keep these funds going, I can keep my financial obligations and keep a plan on course to keep going the way that I want it to go. And you guys did help me with that, and I did stay on course. I'm about to tell you exactly what that plan was for the first time ever right now on the stream. Okay, so you're finally going to have the whole skinny on what's been going on with me and wondering what the hell was that all about, that random fundraiser he had to do in the fall. You're going to find out right now. Okay?
Oh, the Super Megathon? Yeah, I can't wait.
Everything I've told you is true. Everything in 2019 I ever told you, whenever I said I was overdrawn on my bank account, 100% true.
Yeah,
I
I believe it because you fucking idiot with money.
Taxes or something really quickly. It was 100% true. It's just that I didn't feel that it was safe to publicly disclose the information until right now.
Why?
Because right now the gears are in motion and we're at a point where it makes sense.
Okay. Explain how it makes sense, Phil.
Now,
we're waiting.
Let's talk. And by the way, I never said the house thing wasn't true, Music Records. You're a fucking idiot. I never said that the condo thing in Connecticut wasn't true at all. Never. Not once. I never even addressed it. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All right.
You're a complete idiot. Okay.
Nice tism rocking.
When all this was going down, all right, I realized I didn't have many, I did not have many options at all. Okay? At all. I realized there's very few. Look at this, all this nonsense, and all these idiots. You guys are all morons. Like, every single person in the stream chat right now is saying, well, you said that wasn't true. The whole story about the foreclosure wasn't true. I never said that at all. You will never find that in a video. You will never find that at all. I'll say the detractors are talking about nonsense, and I'm not gonna address it until I'm ready. But I never once said that thing wasn't true. Not once. I just wasn't ready to talk about it until I had all the information for you, which I now have. Okay? Which I told you many times. I said if I was going to tell you about it, I'm going to tell you about it when I have all the information and it makes sense. In fact, many times over the months, people were asking me what happened to the condo in Connecticut. And I kind of dodged the question because I didn't have all the information. I didn't want to give you a half story of what was going on. So everyone who believed the bullshit, I mean, from those idiots, I mean, yeah,
you got the thumb.
Literally
cool.
Only you always buy in the nonsense and then you spin it the way you want it. I literally never said that none of that was true But people took it that I said that because you're just idiots. You probably those guys were the ones who were saying it, and everybody, Phil denied it. No, I didn't. But you just take it as that because they said it. So that's your own fucking fault. Okay? Seriously, that's your own fault. And, shame on you for turning this into some kind of a negative thing where it's like a he said, she said, Phil said this. I didn't. I know for a fact, not once ever on a stream or in a video did I said, no, I'm not getting foreclosed on.
Not a good idea to
no,
bite
I
the
don't
hand that
owe this
feeds you
amount of
dark.
money. No, that's not happening. I
Very
never said
bad
that at all.
optics.
Not
Not
once
very
did
funky
those
of
words
you.
ever come out of my mouth. And if you think they did, you're an idiot. You probably listened to someone else who said I said that, and I never said it.
All right, just get to it. You've dodged the question. You've dodged this now for a long time, dude.
So I guess there's no fucking mods here today. So I guess I have to ban a bunch of people myself.
Security. I'm just going to ban.
Welcome to Ban World, buddy.
Let's see here.
Sent to the Chaos Realm.
Okay, hold on, because I'm going to get... The thing is, you guys really want me to get to the next part of the story that you don't know about, but I have to take care of trolls first. So the trolls actually inadvertently delayed it. What a bunch of nice idiots.
Everything is the troll's fucking fault. It's so fucking irritating. The fucking stale milk in the fridge, troll's fault. Cat won't fuck me, troll's fault. Yeah, no, we got the thumb
anyway,
just like his wife.
Now we can
Feels
move on
good.
to the next segment, okay? Because now I think it's calmed down here.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Aren't you going to go through the financial plan?
So, while all this was going on, behind the scenes, okay, I knew I had to take drastic action. And this is something that I had talked about.
What happened to
with
the
my mother when I was
financial
in
plan,
Connecticut.
dude?
It was something because I talked to my parents every single week. And they said, this is something you absolutely have to consider and you might have to actually do. Because there's nothing we can do about it. You have to do it. You make a change. And, you shouldn't be embarrassed when in life you're defeated in a certain way and you have to make some kind of a change in order to fix it. Because, this is a big loss for me, a big fail for me that I do something now that I don't want to do. I never wanted to do in my life, but I have to.
Yeah, it's a big fucking loss, Phil. You should take it hard.
During that whole summer and early fall, I started looking into options and considering various things. I talked to various people, and there were a couple different options that I could have taken. But basically, eventually, I sat down and I saw a lawyer and talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer said, with your situation, there's really no way out besides declaring bankruptcy. Like, there's no way. How are you going to get out of not only owing all this debt that you have behind the scenes to
bankruptcy,
credit cards and
Phil?
loans,
That's not
and now
good,
you've got a home
dude.
that you can't pay for, and they're going to foreclose on you. Chances are they're going to sue you.
Oh, no,
for the money that
but
you owe. And
bankruptcy's
look
not
at your
good, dude. That's
income.
bad optics.
Your income is inconsistent but good. Like, my income's always been good. The problem is the debts are getting worse because these are all revolving debts. These are credit card debts that are getting bigger and bigger every year because I can't pay them down. It's just getting worse and worse every moment. So basically, what ended up happening was I saw a bankruptcy lawyer, and we went through a lot of information. A lot, it's been a very arduous process, to say the least, okay? Going through so much different
Arduous,
stuff.
Phil, not arduous. Arduous.
It's hilarious. It really
How
is.
is any of this funny,
During
Phil?
my initial meeting
You're filing for bankruptcy.
with this bankruptcy lawyer, okay?
None of this is
I
funny.
basically explained the whole situation of how I got into the situation I'm in. Like, how did you have this amount of income those years and all of a sudden your income went down because of this? And I explained because trolls and all this. So I explained I'm an internet personality. I have people who harass me on a daily basis and totally make shit up. And they're like, wow, I can't imagine. Now, this is, a lawyer who has no exposure to the whole internet lifestyle of when you're an internet personality.
Yeah, bro,
outsider.
lawyer can probably
And
see
just
through some of the
matter-of-factly
bullshit, Phil.
explaining the facts of the situation of what's going on with me in my daily life. This person is like speechless, flabbergasted. This is what you go through every day? I'm like, yeah. Like, every fucking day of my life, this is what I go through.
So did Phil and this bankruptcy lawyer just sit in an office for a whole day and just watch detractor videos? Is that something that happened? Oh, that'd be very exciting.
The wife, gets attacked on a daily basis. Has nothing to do with it, okay?
She signed up. She knows what she got involved with.
It's pretty fucked up.
It is.
It's pretty messed up.
Yep,
It's pretty
totally,
fucked
Phil.
up. All this information and or the stuff that happens to me. So anyway, I fully explained
Yeah,
to the
dude.
bankruptcy
Lawyers
lawyer
are
up
fucking
front,
stupid.
chances are
That's why they
anything
go
that
to
could be
school for
public
like
on the
8
internet is gonna
years
go
and have to
public,
take a really hard
okay?
test because they're all idiots.
And so I had discussions with the bankruptcy lawyer about how to go about this, how to discuss it, what to publicly reveal, what to not publicly reveal, okay? And essentially, once I had explained to the bankruptcy lawyer everything, they responded in this manner. It sounds to me like no matter what, these people who are after you are so crazy fucking obsessed. No, they say fucking, but they're so
I don't
crazy
think this is
obsessed with
true,
you,
Phil.
They're going to find everything out
I don't
anyway.
think the lawyers
Even
are
though they
sitting
shouldn't
here
have
and standing
access
behind
to the
you.
information that it sounds like they get about you, they're going to end up finding it.
Oh
For
my
example,
god. No, Ryan. No. I don't want to imagine a world where Darksta Phil and a professional bankruptcy lawyer sat down and watched a shitpost. That'd be very upsetting. That'd be very upsetting. You see how this guy, he talks about my wife and he stumbles over his words sometimes and his editing is poor? He's so fucking obsessed.
A foreclosure,
that'd be
when
so
it happens,
bad.
when a bank actually goes to sue you for foreclosure, that's a public filing. And even though no normal person would have access to that data or even know where to look, these idiots sound like they will find it because they constantly will go after your information. And if there's someone who literally has no life and just sits there and looks at public filings every day for the name Phil Burnell, they're going to eventually find it. Guess what happened in December, guys? It was like clockwork. It was literally like clockwork. Absolutely like clockwork, where as soon as the bank formally filed for the foreclosure on me for this property in Connecticut, immediately the trolls find it and post it all over the internet, right? It was like the day of. It wasn't even like a delay. So these idiots literally sit there refreshing.
Or they have Google alerts, dude.
Refresh to find this information.
I don't think there's
about
something
me.
refreshing.
It's insane. But they found it, okay?
I think
now
you're
I
just
said
thinking of the most
to the
crackpot
bankruptcy
thing.
attorney, do you think that I should disclose to my viewers that bankruptcy, that I'm going to be, trying to file for bankruptcy? And they said, well, basically the way it works is it's an arduous process. I needed to get all this information together. Obviously, I had to make a payment to the bankruptcy lawyer to do the work and for the filing and all of that to make it all happen. And basically they said, it's at your own discretion, but this might be something that you want to be proactive about and nip in the butt publicly first. Be the person to break it to everyone on the internet what's going on.
But
with
you
rather
didn't.
than
Kiwi
just
Farms
have
had
be
to break
another
it.
thing
Agent
that's gonna be
Proper had to
sprung.
break it.
The thing was, we didn't know exactly when the mortgage company was going to foreclose on me. We were waiting. We actually wanted them to do it as soon as possible, because as soon as they foreclose, immediately once they take ownership of the property, I don't owe that condo association in Connecticut any money anymore. I can stop paying them.
You could stop
And in
bitching
fact, if
about
a
the
foreclosure is going on,
$400.
when a bankruptcy proceeding happens, the bankruptcy proceeding can hold up the foreclosure proceeding significantly. All right? Very significantly. Okay? So the truth of the matter was, there was no perfect time to tell anyone about anything on the internet because we didn't know how things were going to go or anything like that. Okay? So for 3 months, guys, behind the scenes, I've been working with a bankruptcy attorney to basically file for bankruptcy.
For 3
so
months,
that
Phil is
primarily
bankruptcy
the real reason I
attorney
had
of
to
an
do it
iKiwi
is because
Farms
I'm probably going to get sued
on the Reddit, on
by
YouTube.
this mortgage company when they foreclose on this property, which they're doing right now, and they take it away out of my name and they sell it. There's no way they're going to make the $100,000 on the sale that they would make that they need to pay off the mortgage. They're going to probably make 50, 60 grand, and they're going to say I owe them some crazy amount of money, like $40,000, $50,000, that I have no way to pay them. I'm already so bad and behind on debt, I can't fucking make my regular monthly payments on anything. How the hell am I going to afford to pay that, right? So, primarily, the bankruptcy that I'm doing is to protect myself from being sued and losing my house.
No, dude.
Okay?
Phil
But in
found a
addition to
hip
that,
Zoomer
I have
gamer.
an exorbitant
He found a
amount of debt in
hoop,
my name from all
hip
the stuff from the move
Zoomer
out here and
gamer
everything.
lawyer.
Again, for years trying to juggle all that debt.
He
and
found
make
the
it work,
Doogie
and it never
Howser
worked
of
because
law
The trolls would never
to
leave me
defend him.
alone. They always found a way to consistently fuck with my income
Yep.
over and over and over the years.
Oh,
and I
Phil,
never got
this
I
isn't
never
gonna
got
hold
leveled
up in
again.
court, buddy.
And then when
It's
I
not
thought I
gonna
would
look
get
good,
leveled,
dude.
your tax attorney fucked you over in Connecticut. Now you owe thousands of dollars to the state of Washington. Then because of that, now I'm behind on my federal taxes. It was just a never-ending wave after wave after wave of stuff that fucked me over financially. And I could never get back to being square.
Can never get back to square fucking one, Phil. It was so hard.
Because of all of that,
Because of all that.
okay, Because of all of that, all right, bankruptcy is like the only solution. Okay,
Bankruptcy is the only solution.
I've been working.
That's still not a good solution.
Essentially since the late summer of 2019, but really I didn't start serious talks.
Oh, cool! My heater's back to spazzing out. Neat.
Bankruptcy, so that I can not get completely monstrously destroyed and lose my home and all of that stuff. Okay. The good news here is, from what the bankruptcy attorney has told me, if I qualify for the bankruptcy, which apparently I very much do, like once looking at all the facts, it's like, holy shit, yes, you qualify for this. I'm going to keep my house, okay? And basically the mortgage, whatever's going to happen with that place in Connecticut happens, and I'm not responsible for it anymore. It gets out of my name, and that's the end of that. And
okay, Phil.
For
it's all gonna work out in your favor. It's all gonna work out in your favor. You're gonna win.
One of two options.
And they're gonna arrest Tevin. They're gonna put him in internet jail.
All of my existing
and all your fantasies are gonna come true.
Zero. But my credit will be utterly destroyed for a decade. Meaning I will never be able to get a loan. I will never have a credit card. Nothing. No credit whatsoever for a decade. Essentially, it's getting destroyed. And then in a decade, I start at ground zero, like starting over. Or they're going to put me on what's considered a payment plan. Meaning they're going to say, okay, you owe this amount of money, and we're going to put you on a plan that you pay a certain amount of money for the rest of your life, essentially, until it's paid off. But this money is based on how much money you make and how much money you owe in taxes and stuff. So basically what they would do is say, okay, you make this much money, you pay your utilities, you pay, this, that, all that. Then you pay your taxes. After you've paid all the essentials that are important, then we figure out what you have left, and that's what we figure out would be going to the debts that you owe, okay? Now, it's not 100% sure at all what's going to happen here, at all. It could go one way, it could go the other. I don't know which one would be better. Either way, it screws me over. And essentially what this does, okay, is it puts me in a position where I have absolutely nothing to fall back on. So for example, let's say this bankruptcy goes through, which it looks like it's going to. I get really sick, right? For
like your gout frills up again and your health.
And I go to the doctor, I end up
deteriorates even more than it already has. Yeah.
And
that's a big possibility, Phil.
I can't get a loan. There's no credit card. There's nothing.
There's
no way I can pay for it.
You're fucked.
And I'm fucked.
Yep.
Okay. Or
make the bed, lie in it, bud.
Anything. Basically, anything comes up. Something blows up in my house, and now I need to afford an appliance or something. I don't have money for it. Right. Like that's pretty much what it comes down to. Is that I'm now seriously at the point where, because I have to do this, that's going to be my life for the next 10 years. And it's funny because idiots, will spin stuff.
Well, we're spinning it.
Idiots will spin stuff.
Spinning. This is me spinning it. That's me spinning.
In regards to, what's going on with this, they'll say, well, if Phil declares bankruptcy, that means he doesn't owe anything to anyone. So, see, Phil won't need any more contributions on streams, and Phil won't need any support from his fans any longer. If he says that he needs help, he's lying to you. That is 100%.
No, if you bankruptcy, he can use that excuse to vamp up the begging.
It's actually completely the opposite situation.
He's gonna need more money. I knew it.
Ever before. Because whatever I make,
hey guys,
it has to go toward. I need your support more than ever before because whatever I make, it has to go towards the direct.
I knew he was gonna spin this into giving him more money.
Back taxes right now.
Bravo, Phil.
This month, I'm trying to make a payment to catch up on state taxes, and then I have to figure out how the hell do I pay my federal taxes that I did not pay last year again. And chances are, I would almost guarantee they're probably not going to put me on another payment plan. I would think
they're not
on my house.
They're probably going to be sick of your shit and take it all.
It's a bad situation.
Yeah, it is, buddy. You're stuck.
And even with the bankruptcy going through, I'm not completely clear because of the tax situation. I'm behind on everything. I need to catch up on everything that I'm behind on before I can even consider, I'm square. Okay? So the truth of the matter is that chances are, if this does go through, I'm going to lose a lot of the stuff in the house that I don't need. For example, all those statues and shit
that I got
in the storage nook?
Oh no, he's going to lose all the statues. Oh no, I'm so sad.
I give all that up. I say, this might be worth something if you sell it. I don't need it. It's not something I actively use.
Oh,
you know,
no, he's going to have to sell all the statues and all the toys.
Here's a bunch of shit
no.
that I don't need. Take it. You know, take all this junk that's been sitting around that I haven't been able to sell for years. Please, by all means. And the thing is, there's not much in my house that they could do. Most of the stuff that's valuable is in this office for the business.
Yeah, it feels like he just did get a payment plan for taxes.
It's really only the things that are considered superfluous, like collections, jewelry, that kind of shit, that they can actually take in a bankruptcy filing, that kind of stuff. So they're basically, you know, outline the stuff that's in the house, give them a list of everything here, and they're going to take and sell, you know, stuff that they can. So yeah, stuff in my house is going to end up probably getting sold off. More than likely, the shit over there in the storage nook that I don't want and don't need is going to get sold. And more than likely, the other stuff, I don't know what, I don't know to what extent they're going to take. You know, they're not going to take stuff like your bed. You know what I mean? They're not going to take your basic appliances.
You don't know that,
they're going to probably take certain things. And that's how it is.
That's just how it is, boys.
Okay, that's just how it is when you declare bankruptcy.
Now,
why am I telling you this publicly? Well, first of all, I want to have full disclosure to all you guys. All right, I want you to know what's going on. This is what I've been going through for the last year behind the scenes and not told you guys at all because I didn't want to, you know, weigh you guys down by all this negative shit. I didn't feel that it wasn't anything that should be a part of a gameplay stream at all. You know what I mean? And in my regards, like,
I'm not sure. I'm not a financial expert.
But it's only public in, like, a public filing somewhere where you file and stuff like that. But the thing is, I already knew the foreclosure was going to go public. And with the foreclosure going public, you knew that people were going to constantly be searching online for people declaring bankruptcy in Washington State and look for my name constantly every day. So I figured it would make more sense to be more transparent with you guys and be proactive and tell you guys up front about all of this so you guys understand everything that's going on. You know what I mean? That's the deal. Okay, guys? I don't even know what this idiot's talking about, so I'm going to ban them. I have more to talk about, but, you know, I have to now ban more.
I'm just going to ban.
Okay.
Welcome to Ban World, buddy. Get the fuck out.
Oh my god, these idiots.
Oh, these idiots, Phil. These idiots that are the only things really keeping you around at the end of the day. Oof.
I'm taking care of these guys.
Taking care of these guys. Taking care of business. You laying down the law, Phil? You being such a macho man?
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
And a gamer.
Come on, man. I'm going to need your guys' help. I really am. All right, I think I got rid of most of them. There's a few others left over.
Just keep banning, Phil. They're eventually going to all go away.
All right. So, that's the truth of the matter, all right? Is that I'm in the process of bankruptcy. I don't know the whole situation, how it's going to go down. It's already in process. It's going. Eventually, it's going to be public because you're going to see the information on the internet public. Well, not on the internet. Apparently, it's some kind of a filing area or whatever. But these trolls will find it. You know what I mean?
It's also freedom of information, Phil.
That they're sitting there refreshing.
Anybody can go and find this information, not just some detractor or troll. Anybody can find this information.
My bankruptcy
it's
attorney
freedom of information.
Advised me to talk about it publicly with you guys first and said you should be the one to tell everyone and be honest.
But you didn't.
About what's going on, rather than have someone else spring the news. Okay, so. That's the truth of the matter, guys.
No, DSP can't bend the truth. He can just flat out lie and then look stupid.
Hold on a second. Here's some more.
Thanks.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to
There
ban.
you go.
Will the bannings ever stop? Who the fuck knows, boys? Who the fuck knows?
Okay. Looks like we're okay.
Oakley dokley.
Jesus
It looks
Christ.
like we're all set, Phil.
All right. So the good news is,
The good news.
with what's going on right now, all right, here's the truth of the matter. The good news is the stuff that's essential will be protected. My house is protected. Everything I need for the business in here is protected. All my
The
stuff in the house,
soundproofing
like
is-
appliances, basic stuff like
Oh,
that. should
dude,
be
the
protected.
fridge is
It's
protected,
only
the
things
oven's
that are
protected, the
considered
stove is the
superfluous
toaster.
things, like the crazy amount of stuff in my storage nook that I don't need. That kind of stuff. Okay. So there you go. that's the kind of stuff that maybe is up for grabs. Maybe some others, I don't know. Like, are they going to try to take my worn out 6-year-old couch that's now has, indentations and has been lived on? They could potentially, but if they take my couch, I don't know how I sit anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know the extent of what's going to actually happen with this bankruptcy. We haven't gotten to that far yet. We're to the point where
there's only one way to
determine
find
exactly
out
what kind of bankruptcy it's
by
gonna
just
be
going
and
in
go from there and all that
deeper.
stuff. So it is what it is. But
is what it
it's
is.
going through now. It's a process that takes a few months. Chances are it probably won't be official until, like the spring. But, this is basically going to get to a point where now, here's what I need to worry about stuff. I need to worry about paying the utilities, paying the, taxes, all my other ongoing obligations. Like, for example, my car loan doesn't get wiped. I'm keeping my car, so my car loan I have to keep paying.
The
stuff like
BMW.
that. Obviously, the mortgage on this house I have to keep paying.
Yep, you got to keep the dollhouse
The cost of everything
afloat.
for the business, so the cost of internet, games, and all that I have to keep paying. And then on top of that, find a way to pay the taxes properly, because I'm so behind on taxes. That has to be like my main focus.
There's a way to pay all that off, Phil.
The condo in Connecticut. I'm gonna need you guys' help.
I really need a bag.
Credit cards,
You just
the
need to
loans,
bag
all
it
those
out,
are
dude.
gone, and my credit's completely ruined, which it will be for about 10 years. All right.
Oh, dude.
Then I would have to catch up on these taxes. All right. So that's the deal. That's the deal. And we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to talk about this too frequently past today's podcast because I don't see the point to doing it.
We'll see about that, Phil.
All.
You usually like to bring up dead topics to bait
the
some
thing that
people,
sucks
so
about
we'll
this
see.
is this is something that obviously I would have wanted to fix myself. Over the years, remember, I kept talking about, I want to refinance the house. Because the truth of the matter is this house has equity in it. But because I have so much debt in my name,
Oh,
no
the
one will
playhouse has
refinance
equity
my
in it?
house. I
Sure,
have
dude.
equity that you could have taken all that unsecured debt and put it into the house. The mortgage payment would have gone up a couple $100s a month. And I wouldn't have had all those crazy unsecured debts anymore. And I would have had all the money I need to pay taxes and do everything I need. But no one would refinance the house because I had so much debt in my name. So that was a thing that I tried for 2 straight years. I kept trying, and it was always off the table for me, and I could never do it, which really sucks. The good news is I keep the house, I keep the business, I keep most of, if not all, the essentials. I mean, yeah, I might lose some stuff in the house that I don't fucking care about or need. I might lose some things that I like. I mean, what can I do, right? They're going to take what they take.
Yes, they are, Phil, because they're the bank.
And that's the
bank
truth
always
is,
wins.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad as it could be, It's not as bad as it could possibly be.
There's a nice way to look at it.
So,
Let me clear
that's what's
my
going on
throat.
with me.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Again,
Hey!
I strongly urge all of you.
Strongly
moving
urge.
forward,
What do you urge?
Stop fucking listening to the nonsense from the people who spin it in a way that it's not true.
Oh,
Because I'm filing for bankruptcy, or I have filed for bankruptcy, doesn't mean that I now have unlimited fun. I have no debts and unlimited funds, and I'm good. Like, what needs to happen? I need to basically get the same kind of support I've been getting on streams or better.
You're
And then
gonna
what I can
beg
do is work on
more,
putting that money
if not
towards the right
harder.
stuff, like getting out.
oh God,
of
this is not gonna be
the
fun,
debt
boys.
that I'm in with these taxes.
This
Getting
is
these
not
taxes
gonna be
paid to
fun.
put my-
He's
to
gonna
pay my
beg
taxes properly
triple,
every month, like I'm supposed to be
quadruple.
doing.
Every month is gonna be a new begging
And basically
event.
getting back on track. The good news here is, if this works out the way that the bankruptcy attorney is explaining to me, all right, by the middle to late 2020, I should be able to get back on track. Hopefully, start getting caught up with the taxes, and then instead of it always being, oh my God, now I'm overdrawn or this and that, everything's okay in that regard, and maybe even start turning stuff around in a positive way. People always ask, can you upgrade your equipment? Can you do this?
I don't think this anime is gonna be wrapping up.
That now, but
I
give it
think
a
right
year,
now the writers
if
are
all the
playing
debts are
around with
wiped
some
out,
stuff.
and I'm back. I'm
crisis
caught up on my
concepts,
taxes.
but
Everything's good. Things could potentially
maybe
get better
soon.
again, And then when we do a
I'll
special
tell you when
stream
we're at
and
the
I
end. I'll
raise
let you know when
a
the
bunch of money
anime
out
is
of nowhere,
truly
wow, I
over.
can put that towards something positive on the streams, rather than, wow, that has to go pay a back debtor that I've owed for months. Oh, and in particular, that stream that I did, I think it was in November. It was a special stream I did to raise some funds, and it was for an emergency. I told you guys I really need to catch up with a financial obligation to keep me on pace. That obligation was I needed to pay my mortgage. That month, I was so overdrawn on everything.
You couldn't come out and just say that, Phil?
Here.
Oh, wait,
And
yeah,
I was
because
told
people
by my
like me would
bankruptcy
just say
attorney,
that's
you
stupid
need
and
to stay
sad.
current on your mortgage on your house. If you don't, and then we file, it could screw everything up. You need to get caught up on that mortgage so that
The
now
audit
everything's
saga,
good
the
and you can
divorce
stay on
arc.
pace for the bankruptcy. And
Yeah,
nothing will
dude,
get
you gotta
screwed up.
buckle
so
in,
that's actually
man.
what that
It's
was
gonna
for.
get
I had to
nuts.
catch up on the mortgage in order to stay on pace to file for the bankruptcy. Okay. So that's what's going on with me. My hope is that everything goes through fine. All right. One or the two
I
bankruptcies
hope the best for you,
qualify
Phil. I
whichever,
really
who
do,
cares?
but I
Doesn't
don't think it's
matter,
gonna
right?
happen.
Either one is fine in my opinion.
You've bungled too much up.
And whatever I qualify for works. And now, say within 1-2 years, yeah, it's going to be tight financially. It already is. But say within 1-2 years, now I can basically get myself on pace for that plan I talked about with my mother when I went to Connecticut. The plan was that I was going to eventually phase out of full-time being a streamer. If I don't have exorbitant debts to the point where I have to make a lot of money on stream to pay all those exorbitant debts, if I can make a little bit less money streaming,
No, but Phil, we all know we're just going to wait out Mommy Brunel until she dies.
In person and
pocket
also
some
online,
cash and then keep
split the time
streaming.
between the two. And then eventually maybe I could flip it so then I have the job half and the streaming half. You see what I mean? That would be kind of, I don't want to say it's an escape plan because I'm not looking to go anywhere. I love streaming. But everyone knows
yeah,
there's
you
no
totally
way
love
I could
streaming,
really do
Phil.
this full time for the rest of my life.
I just
But
sit
there
here and
was
call everyone
no
in your chat an idiot.
There was absolutely no way that I was going to be able to quit streaming and find another job that was going to pay enough money to pay all these debts that I had.
Nope, you weren't.
That was the problem. The condo in Connecticut, the credit cards, the loans. I had so much exorbitant debt in my name. There was no way I was going to get a part-time job and not stream and somehow make enough money to pay all the debts. I was going to get completely, utterly destroyed. So now, if this goes
dude, we'd be
through bankruptcy
obliterated if we
and
took a
everything
sip every
goes
time
well,
you said
then that means
we'd
give it
be
a few
dead.
years. But once I'm caught up on the taxes,
Our
and
livers
everything's
would be
level,
necking themselves.
Now I can look to actually do those things, okay? But I couldn't do it until this happened, all right? Fair enough?
Nah, not really, dude.
All right. So that is the deal, guys.
That's
now,
the deal.
What I'd like to do is take a very short break. And when we come back in a very short break here, like 10 minutes or whatever, I'm going to tell you about my plans for 2020. We're going to go through the game release list for 2020. I'm going to tell you what games I'm interested in playing, and we're going to go from
Alcohol
there. But what I'd like
poisoning
to
would
do
be the end
is
result.
a bunch of shout-outs, all right? But, of course, at the same time that I'm doing those shout-outs, there's a bunch of troll contributions as well, so I'm going to be skipping a ton of them.
Oh, wow.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find it. Okay. So, H Factor, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, H Factor. Old Yeller for the win, subscribe. Thank you, Old Yeller for the win. Last Rambo, cheers. I understand that the health and taxes. What if you finished paying your mortgage before moving to Washington? I mean, it was a 30-year mortgage, dude. I would have had to live in Connecticut till I was like 57 or something crazy in order to do that. So,
Why'd you get a mortgage, dude? Why
third out
get
the
a
third
mortgage?
choice is when you go from full-time to part-time streaming because you have a real job, what is going to stop trolls from fucking with that new job? Thing is, I don't know. What I would have to
You're
do
going to use the
potentially
trolls to
is
hide
go
behind
to
the
new
fact
job,
that you
they
get
interview me, and I tell them, here's the deal. This is what I've done for 10, 15, 20, however long, many years I've done it by then.
He's ballparking another
there's an
5
internet
or
following
10
that
years
harasses
of
me.
this. Oh, no.
So as long as we can keep my information off the
Oh,
internet,
Dios
you know, we
míos.
should be all right. But, you know, you're right. It might be a situation where things get screwed up. I don't know. Third Eye, I couldn't tell you. These people are so insane and malicious. They've told me for years,
we're
get a
insane.
real job, stop
Yes,
streaming.
get a
if
real
I did it,
job.
they'd probably go harass me at the real job.
No, they
So I
wouldn't,
don't know.
Phil.
That's something that you
The
tackle
worst
when you
you'd
get
probably
to it,
get
right? I
is
couldn't
some
tell you
spaz
what's
going,
going to happen when I finally get to that road.
Go out and look
Zorro
for a
Max
job.
subscribe. Thank you, Zorro.
The word today is
That
job.
stuff, Chris, we
J-O-B.
Thank you for that.
You hear me?
Hold on a second. Old Yeller cheered. He says, kick the trolls to the curb. They're making the stream unwatchable. I'm aware, and the thing is, I don't know what happened. There were mods here before. Don't ask me where the hell they went, but I knew this was going to
They
happen.
ran off
during the
because all
stream.
your mods
During
are a
the
bunch
stream
of
chat, we
pussy-ass
did that. That's what you
bitches.
do, right?
They all ran the fuck away.
Okay. Let's see here. Listen to this. Boss Hog did 100 bit cheer. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
exactly.
go on,
He's
we
not
want
gonna
all
last
official
long with his
documentation
financial
about
plan.
everything
He's
you're
not
saying.
gonna last
First
long.
of all, the foreclosure
His spending habits, everything, it's not going to go well.
And there's no other documentation you need. That anything that you're asking for would actually put myself at risk by putting my own private information out there. So it's impossible, and you're an idiot for even asking for it. Old Yeller cheered again. Thank you, Old Yeller. PW dubs to me $1, and I'm probably ignorant about the situation. Couldn't you just hide your statues and things, like bury them underground?
Why would you do that, for starters? Why are you
my
cherry picking
God.
stupid
Can I
answers
bury
to
my
make everyone
statue
look
in the
bad?
ground? Man.
Yeah, see, if he got a real job, he'd have
Might
to leave the
taken
house.
cake for this stream. You might have actually taken the cake with what you just said. No, because the thing is, I'm not an idiot. Everyone knows from videos that I put on the internet years ago what I kind of have in this house. I'm talking about it publicly on the internet right now, right? So obviously people know what's in the house. They know that I have worn out stuff that I bought 6 years ago when I moved here. I have collectibles that have been sitting in people know what's in the house. So, no, I'm not going to try to break the law and hide the shit.
Aw,
It's
come on,
insanely
Phil.
ludicrous.
Break the
No,
law.
that's
Break the
really,
law.
really silly.
It's so much fun
Oh
to
my
break the
God.
law, Phil.
Becky tipped me $1. Asked, who's my best
No,
friend?
you did not
Right now,
pay
my
his
wife
taxes
is.
at all last year.
My wife is my best
Your
friend.
wife is your best
That's why I
friend.
did
What a
that.
fucking cliche. You
$50.
see your best friend once a week.
Let's see here.
And again, there's some, I don't see my best friend every day, which is sad. I wish I did. Shout out to my best friend.
So,
banning.
Man in Love tipped me $1. Says, it's me, the man in love. I hope eventually get out of the money issue. I can't imagine having to deal with all that. I got a student loan. Another loan I stupidly took out for a girl.
Idiot.
Credit
That's your
cards,
dumbass
an old
cuck
IRS
self.
bill. That's giving me a headache. Then he tipped me another $1. And he says, I don't even like the little money issue I have. If I had a money issue, I go crazy, depressed, and say screw
He
everything.
could say
Crazy
he could
for
say
going
the
through all of
stupidest
that.
things to the straightest face. He doesn't care.
Straight Cash Homie did a $20 tip. He says, sorry to hear about your bankruptcy. You've still been delivering awesome content. We have your back. Are you hyped for Resident Evil 3 Remake, and will you stream it? Am I hyped for it? Yes. Am I insanely hyped for it? No. I like Resident Evil 2 way more than 3. But I'm still excited to be playing another survival horror game because they did a really good job at Resident Evil 2.
Nobody does, because
Yes,
no
of
one
course
else
I'll be
needs to
streaming
do
it.
this.
Thank you very much for the contribution.
No one else has
Okay.
done the stupid shit Phil
All right,
has to justify
According to my
this.
calculations, you have 3,456 viewers. I wouldn't be surprised, considering the fact that it's not just people on my channels, but all the illegal restreamers as well.
Shout out to the Restream boys breaking the
Let's
law.
see here.
Big
Spartan
ups.
King cheered. He said, you almost have 1,000 viewers. What's up? I think you know. It's a podcast talking about private stuff, so immediately people freak out about it, right? Jerk Store took me $25. He said, Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy 6 times. I have a feeling you'll land on your feet. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope that this is this. Some people would look at this as this is defeat. This is a crushing loss.
This is
and,
an L,
that's the
Phil,
end.
but
for me, I see this
it's
if it goes through
another
and it works
L
well,
in a
which I
long
hope it
line
does,
of L's.
As this is actually a way to start over fresh, a new fresh life with my wife, where it's all about staying on pace with everything that it's not about the debts of my past. It's not about the fuck ups of my past. It's about moving forward positively.
Then you need to
the
not
future.
bring up the
And,
trolls. You need to not bring up
being
the
better with
past.
money
You need to not
and
bring
being
up
more
Evo.
responsible
You
and
need to
not
move on then,
overspending.
Phil.
And
I don't think you
living up
can
to my
because you live in the
responsibilities to
past.
the federal government and stuff with the taxes and everything, and basically doing everything I can right.
Yeah, big ups to
moving
LSB, Tevin,
forward.
and
That's kinda how
Snowpernell.
I see
Also
it, is
Dark
going to
Dave
square one
Mears.
and not basically
Who else?
not
Big
having
ups
to go to
to-
sleep at
big
night,
ups to all the
wondering
lads.
what's going to happen tomorrow. Am I going to be able to raise enough money to pay my bills, and having these horrible feelings in the back of my head that everything's going to get lost, I'm going to lose my house and everything. Not having those feelings would be amazing. Okay, so thank you very much, Jerk Store, for that. Good Game Goblin tipped me $1. Says, if the bank takes your couch, will you sign it to add more value? So what I mean, like, stuff like that, they're not going to want. That's a couch, 6-year-old couch that's
Covered in
indented,
semen?
probably smells. They're not. That has no resale value. Versus pristine collectibles that I've kept in their boxes, stored in my Nook. They're probably going to want, and they're probably going to sell those for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So they're definitely going to want that shit.
You mean that's your appraisal? That's
For
your
what my
value,
bankruptcy
Phil.
attorney told me, I shouldn't worry too much about the basic stuff. It's really not that stuff they're going to go after. Yes, they might take a few things here and there in the house, but it's not going to be like they come and they clear the fucking house out of everything that I need. Now I can't even cook dinner because they took the stove. You know what I mean? What the hell? In ever failed Amishin. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the sub. That is a really hard name to pronounce. I get the feeling you should capital letters there that I'm not seeing. Okay? Boss Hog did a 50-bit cheer and asked a really stupid question, but I'll still address it. This is a serious question. If you're having money issues, why don't you downgrade from your gated community house to an apartment?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll
not
answer
too
this.
bad of an idea. An apartment. There's nothing wrong with an apartment, Phil.
Two reasons why. Actually, 3 reasons why.
Okay, 3 reasons.
Number 1, this is my established house with my business in it. I work out of this room. This is established how my business works.
You can stream from anywhere, Phil. You don't need to do it in just that room.
To move would disrupt the business. It would actually mean weeks to months of disrupted income where I couldn't pay my financial obligations, including anything I owe in this bankruptcy or back taxes. So actually moving from this home to another home is a disruptive procedure that would screw everything up and take things off pace. It doesn't make sense. Number two, if I were to move to an apartment, I need to have a credit check. My credit is in shambles. No one's going to want me in their apartment when my credit is awful. So that's number two. Number three, most apartments cost about as much as what I pay for this house.
No, they do not. No, they do not, Phil. Don't try to spin that on the wheelchair and the children. Come the fuck on, Dark.
I'm not exaggerating there or whatever.
Yes, you
That I make
are.
on this home a month is about what I would pay if I had an apartment in this area.
Try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
So there would be no savings at all. All that I would make is whatever the equity is in
But
my
no,
house. When I sell
Phil,
it,
you
I'd have
can
a
find
little
a
bit of money,
cheap
and
apartment
that
to
would maybe
stream
help
out
a little
of.
bit, but it would be instantaneously destroyed. I would have nothing else building when I move to an apartment. Basically, there's like multiple reasons it makes no fucking logical sense. And idiots that just say, just move, just sell your house, you're morons. Like the first thing,
Yep, you're an
I sat down
idiot.
with the bankruptcy
For giving
attorney,
that
I said,
decent idea, you're a
there's
fucking
all these
moron.
reasons why I think that selling the house or losing the house, selling the house would not work. And the bankruptcy attorney was like, I'm 100% in agreement with you. If this is the kind of business you have and whatever, you can't not work.
Yeah, I
If you
totally
not-
believe
if
the
you don't
attorney
work
was
for
like
weeks to
that.
months
Yep.
To move, that's completely counterproductive to what we're trying to do here, setting up, and no one's going to tell you to do that. You know what I mean? So the house is going to end up being protected. It's
That's
gonna
not
be
too
okay.
bad of an idea, checking Cat's credit, but I don't know what would come up with a
What
Cat's
the?
credit.
Big Boy Whomper did a $5 tip. Says, can I have your passport number for research? First of all, I used to expired many years ago, and I doubt that the passport number is any good. Secondly, no, I'm not going to show you my private information. That'd be pretty stupid, wouldn't it?
You're doing a whole stream about private information,
Thank you,
Phil.
everyone, for your support today. Let's see here. Volgnar just did a 100-bit cheer and says, I know all too well the debt and the stresses that come with it. After recovering from my heart attack 8 months back, wow, I'm really sorry to hear about that. I hope
Yeah,
you're doing
Phil.
better.
The moral
I
of
had
the
to move
story
back
is
to my
people
parents'
have it
place
worse
when
than
I lost
you.
my place. Having a dead-end job where the only way I was going was pretty much out the door did not do me a great deal of good. Don't let this stress get to you. Get you out. All I can say, hopefully you got a solid plan for 2020. That's what I'm working on, right? The thing is, this won't affect the streams at all. We should be fine. It's just all this behind-the-scenes crap that's stressing me out, and now you guys actually know what it is. You can imagine, right? You can imagine the shit I've been going through.
Yeah, dude. Being a lolcow, it's so stressful.
Battle Duck 9000 to me $2.99. She says, you deserve a fresh start with all the ongoing shit you've been dealing with. Jeez. Thank you, Battle Duck. I agree. I need a break is what I need. What I really need is a nice break.
Then take a break then,
Good
Phil.
Game Goblin took me $1. Do you think the bank will seize the elephant? That's the first thing the bank will seize, dude.
Yep, they'll
When they see
seize
elephant,
that
they're
dead
going
fucking
for it,
meme.
dude. Okay. Oh, oops.
Yep, that was the worst
Okay.
thing. The move to
very much.
Washington was the
Dark
fucking...
Side Chris tipped me $10.
the
Says,
big
I for one will do
bungle.
my best to support you when I can. Always enjoy your content. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Dark Side Chris. I appreciate that, man. And let's see here. PW Dubs tipped me $1. Says, what kind of cake do I get? I was just joking. I don't even know what you're referencing anymore, but thank you for the $1 tip. Let's see. Frogs playing golf. Cheers. Says, will they take the TVs, PlayStation, Xbox, computers? Does it not work like that? Anything that's in this office is protected. This is my workplace, and anything
Yup,
that I actively
that's how
use
it
for work
works.
is 100% protected.
You put a shield
It's
over it, and
unclear
it's
if they would, like, for example,
audit
the
proof.
TV downstairs is a 5.5, 6-year-old TV. If I were to resell that TV, I would probably... Who would buy that TV? You could go buy a TV for $100 that's 10 times better than that TV now.
Yep.
So I don't know. I guess it's all up to the bankruptcy attorney to figure this out. Maybe they would want it. I don't know. If they take it, they'd have to rip it off the wall. It's mounted to the wall. You know what I mean? I guess I'd have to find an El Cheapo TV. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? I have no idea. But from the way it was explained to me is that it's essentially what they do is they look they want to know what things are superfluous. Collections, jewelry, excessive clothing lines.
Yeah,
and
the
shoes,
worst
stuff
thing
like
was
that. That's
YouTube.
in my name, by the way.
YouTube
It's
was
not
a
my
mistake
wife's.
for
It's just my stuff in
DSP.
my name. That is excessive, that basically they can sell to make money. Now that's only with one of the two kinds of bankruptcy too, and I don't know what kind of bankruptcy I'm going to qualify for. So see what I mean? We'll see. Fair enough. Okay. All right, guys. So let's take a break. All right. When I come back from the break, it's the final session of the stream, and what we're going to be doing is talking about my ideas for 2020. We're also going to be talking about the game release schedule for 2020, so you guys have a rough idea of the games I'll be covering this year. And then we're just going to have a very, probably end of the stream brief Q&A session. It looks like we'll probably adjourn about the usual time, around 4 p.m. Okay? All right, guys? All right, thanks. I will see you in just a bit. Thank you very much.
All right. Cool. Awesome. Oh, look at that pre-stream art. All right, before we get into 2020 plans, I'm also going to take a break, like a quick 2-second jig. We're just going to throw on some, what's something fun we could throw on? I got it here. Here, don't worry. Throw on the Ricky Gervais show. This show's great. And we'll throw on just some random clips. We'll do a little bit of monkey news.
Well, now time for one of our regular features, monkey news.
Do the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
What we're doing here is just giving you a bit of monkey news that's gone on, right? Where a monkey's been involved in it. Good little story in that.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the one that went into space? The first sort of thing they ever sent up there before man did it and all that. You see, this is what annoys me with it really. Armstrong gets all the glory, but do you know who went up there before him?
A monkey.
Yeah. And what happened is they taught it what buttons to hit at the time it needed to hit them, and the way they did this was like give it bananas. It was like hit the red button, and it hit the red button, they'd give it a banana.
Right.
And they go, right, reverse is the green one, hit the green one, and then they do that and go, there's a banana. And then they go, right, hit reverse, and it go and get a banana.
Right.
Hit the red, so it was taking commands on like headphones.
Right, but how were they
Is
giving it
that
the
how
banana?
you learn to do radio?
How were they giving it the banana?
What do you mean? No,
Well,
this is before it went. You wouldn't just go and put a monkey in it and go, there you go, get on with it. They'd sort of put him in one of them capsules that you get.
Yeah.
And they were on headphones.
I don't believe this happened.
Well, I'm telling you the story now. So the monkey
I don't think they trained it to do anything. I think they sent it up there and he put electrodes coming out of it to see what.
It wasn't any of that. They did a thing like they do, like they can with animals. If you give something, like a treat, you can teach it how to do it. It's just like a dog, isn't it?
It's called Pavlovian conditioning. However, that was to see if it would salivate or go over to a particular corner, not if it could control a spacecraft.
Next one up. It's the next one up. As far as the monkey's not sat there going, oh, I'm a bit under pressure here, it's a rocket. All that's knowing is, I'm getting a banana if I hit that button. That's all the monkey's thinking about. Right?
They wouldn't put billions of space dollars.
But how can they be sure that it's going to press the button at the right moment?
Because it's got headphones on. It's not like willy-nilly. It's not just like pop it in there.
Willy-nilly, who's that?
What's to stop it from just hitting it any old time? Because it's a monkey and it's not a human.
Because he's trained now. But
It's
anyway,
trained.
so
It's
listen,
fully trained, yeah. Go
So
on.
what happened is, anyway...
Oh, this is absolute rubbish.
They pop the monkey in there.
Yeah.
He's got his headphones on. They go in, right, hit the green one. And I think there's something there that a little banana comes out to keep the same...
No, you're making this up.
I'm not, it's the same...
There's no way that they made a spacecraft that had a banana dispenser.
Right,
There's no way in this world that they made a spacecraft that could go into outer space, right? Manned by a monkey with a banana dispenser.
So you're saying that it's easy to send something up to space, but you don't believe there's a little banana machine?
Right, okay,
So it comes to the launch day, monkeys sat in there, everyone's ready, bananas are stocked up and all the rest of it. They go, right, hit the green button, right, and the rocket goes off and what have you.
No, they would not make the monkey launch the rocket. Carl, you are living in a cartoon world.
So the rocket goes off, right?
Absolute bollocks.
It's all going well.
I don't know what you're going to... It's not going well. There's no way a monkey launched a rocket. There's no way a monkey launched a rocket, you idiot.
It's all going on, so they go and hit the left button and it goes a little bit left.
Left button? man!
Right, so-
Well-known spacecraft command. This is Houston. Hit the left button. Oh, brilliant! This is what happened in Apollo 13. Hit the left button.
So it
you
goes left. Yeah, it goes left.
So it goes left, and it's going well.
Left. It goes left.
Yeah.
No, the moon.
So
You're
it
going
goes-
right.
It goes for the moon. Everything's going well.
Right.
They get up there. It does whatever it does. It reverse. It comes back. Right. So then
You are honestly, you are brain dead.
So it's
you are
long-
one of the most stupid people. That I would rather have the monkey drive
listen.
me home than you.
So the thing is, so it lands back. It
Yeah.
does a good job and everything. It gets out. And this
It's sick of bananas.
This is where it turns a bit sad, because after it done that mission, right? Because it happened and it was all safe and everything. The next one would have been to send man.
Right.
So the monkey enjoyed it, and it was like, well, I want to do it again, right? But they were like,
So how did they know that? How did they know?
just the way it looked and what have you. It was like,
Fuck off! Just the way it looked.
So-
You are a maniac.
so the thing is though, right? So after it had done that, it was on such a high, right?
Yeah.
It could never get that high again.
Turn
There was
to drugs?
nothing. There was nothing that it could do.
Went on tour, did it?
It sort of ended up killing itself because it could never get that buzz that it
Right,
got.
that was absolute bollocks. None of that is true, except they sent a monkey into space, and I'll check that. Absolute drivel.
So in your mind, it committed suicide. It went on a crazy bender, drinking drugs and women. And
like
then,
it does happen. You
and then
hear
it was
about
found
it.
in a
you hear about
motel
it.
room.
All right, that was a fun little break. Pause that. Check if I'm back on. I am back on. All right. Yeah, Mumpkin News is fun. The Ricky Gervais Show is a good show. It's a great show, and people should watch it. We're gonna go back
Every
to
day
Phil
can be
because we're
extraordinary
gonna wrap this bitch up.
with Fage Total
Part 3,
Yogurt.
2020 plans.
If you want your taxes done right and your guaranteed biggest refund, you need to visit freetaxusa.com.
Free Tax USA. Fuck Free Tax USA. We're gonna speed it up though. We're gonna do 0.5.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third and final segment, of the State of the Stream podcast for January 2020.
Maybe we'll slow it down a little bit. We'll go like 2.5.
So far, holy crap, it's been a lot of information, hasn't it?
It has been a
now,
lot of
what I'd
information,
like to do in this
Phil.
third
A lot
and
of
final segment, this is the
useless
segment that if you
waste
didn't care
of
about
time
any of that negative
information.
personal crap, you want to care about the positivity of the future, you came to the right segment, okay? In this segment,
The positivity of the
I'm going to talk
future,
about
the
some of
divorce,
the plans and things I like to institute for
the
2020 streaming,
audit.
and then we're going to go through the game release schedule for 2020, including a big change that happened actually today to the game release schedule, so you guys know exactly what to expect.
Why are you teasing a
Fair enough?
delay that
All right,
everybody
here we go,
knew
guys.
about?
First of all,
Why
so ideas
tease the
that I have for
delay of
2020 in
Cyberpunk
regards to the streams,
2077,
all right?
dude?
First of all, one of the things I felt was one of the better things that I did in 2019 that I actually want to continue to do is find
I have not
games
watched
that are
Derek.
more
I have
long-form
not.
games
I feel like I
that
need
are
to
more
if I love
relaxed
Ricky
style
Gervais so
gameplay,
much.
All right. So some perfect examples of games like this would be Minecraft or Judgment, okay? Or, to some extent, certain RPGs where it's not super action-intensive gameplay. Basically games that could be more relaxing. Oh, MLB. Remember MLB I played for quite some time.
Yeah, you had a
Games
freak
that are
out
not
in it. It was
100%
awesome.
heavy on action intensity, but instead we could play them at a few hours at a time, have a good relaxing time, have a fun interactive stream. I've found that these kind of more chill streams are very popular with the viewing audience, that people tend to like to relax with me more than, say, be super serious all the time with gameplay. Not to say that the super serious gameplay isn't going to happen. All the new releases and stuff coming out in 2020 I will treat like that. But when it comes to making these chill streams, I'm looking for more examples. So one example there, someone literally just said Morrowind. I agree with you. I think Morrowind would be absolutely
No,
great.
Morrowind is not a chill stream. It's a boomer stream.
2020 at some point.
Don't
Sneaky
do-
Thing says, what about more of the point-and-click games like Myst? There's one with Christopher Lloyd called Toonstruck.
Oh,
that's
dude,
similar
Myst
to
is
Who Framed
great.
Roger
I
Rabbit.
love watching you
Yes.
play Myst,
See,
though.
that's a
It's
game.
the
Yes.
funniest thing
more
in the
interaction with
world.
the stream audience, people helping me with tough puzzles, talking, relaxing, versus super hyper-intensive new release games.
Yeah, dude,
But
MLB
we're gonna
was
do
a
more of
gold
that kind of
dust
stuff
mine.
in 2020. Ideally, what I'd like to do is kind of the formula that I did in 2019. The daytime streams, the longer streams are more for new releases and ongoing playthroughs, while the nighttime streams are more relaxing, chill games. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do. Okay. Okay. Number 2. I think what I need to do at this point, now that you guys know the situation that I'm in, and what's going on with me behind the scenes, I think that once we get information about the new consoles, both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, I need to make a wish list on Amazon for them, so that if anyone is
No, Phil, Philip Burnell, 37-year-old, asking his audience to buy him the new Xbox and PlayStation. We've hit it, boys. The apex of begging. Don't just give me money. Buy me a whole $300 to $400 new piece of hardware. Get the fuck out of here, Dark.
And wants to get these or pre-order these for me so I can continue to stream on launch day and do on launch day unboxings or whatever, that it's a guarantee. Not to say that I don't know what's going to happen over the course of this year with how much money I'm going to make on streams. If this bankruptcy goes
give
through,
me a PS5, yeah, dude, yeah.
I'm going to be on taxes. Basically, I have no idea at this point.
You know who can give you a PS5? Yourself.
But
you can give
if I
yourself
make like
a
a wish
PS5.
list where I can list,
No,
here are the things
if you need it,
definitively that I
if you
know
need
I'm
it
gonna
badly,
need for this year to
you'll
continue
get
on my
it.
streams
You'll
and
get
put
it
out the
yourself.
entertaining
You'll find a way,
content. Obviously,
bud.
you guys want to see me
I
have
have
the new
faith in you.
consoles. You want to see me unbox them, review them.
No one
walk
wants
through
to
the
see you
dashboard,
unbox
play
a
the launch
console,
games,
Phil.
right?
That's so
And if I'm in
lame.
dire financial straits, I can't do that. So what I'm thinking is once we get actual concrete information about the release of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, if they have like entries on Amazon, maybe I'll update my Amazon wish list for that so that we can get those locked in and maybe some generous person or two will jump in and try to finance that.
Yeah,
so
that's the
we sure
peak
have those
begging.
for
Begging
launch.
for a
'Cause I'm
new
honestly really
console
nervous
would
that
be
what happens
fucking
is
lame
we
as
literally
shit.
have no money at all year because every dollar is going towards just paying what I absolutely need to pay, and now I have no money for this stuff. How am I going to continue to stream, right? You guys want to see the new stuff, so definitely that's one of the things that I think I need to do at some point.
No,
And
I'm not
once we
surprised
have
either
games
that
aren't
he's
just
not.
games,
I'm
but
not
actively people on
surprised that
Amazon
he's
wish list,
begging
maybe we
for
start
it.
using more. I
But
started
it's
using it
still just
some in
like
2019,
it's
and then
still
kinda
like
died near the end
oof.
of the year, so maybe I can start
Like, oh,
doing that more. I
bud.
don't know.
How low have you fallen?
83% of Canadians prefer to shop and do business with .ca websites.
I don't know anything about Canada other than
And
Letterkenny's
one other thing I
cool.
definitely think I want to do in 2020 is find more ways to implement channel point / penny point integration into my streams. I actually
penny
feel
points
that
are
the
lame,
implementation of this in my
Phil.
streams has been a great positive in 2019.
Penny points are
you guys
lame.
like the fact that you
Stop.
can choose fighters for
Same
Street
as
Fighter,
like
choose
the
Pokemon
Pethys, dude.
for when I'm
Telling
playing
his
Pokemon
audience
game. What other
he's
games
broke,
could
too,
possibly
that
the penny
he's a
points
terrible
become an
money
active
control
way
three.
to participate in said game where people
Dude,
make
he
choices
just
for
needs
me,
that
right?
console, Hex.
We'd have to
Maybe
think about
you
it,
should
because
get the
there's not a ton of
console.
games that I think actively
One
can
of
make
us
use
is
of
gonna
them.
have to buy Phil
But
the
at the same time, maybe
console.
we could find more that
We'll have to do like a twisted
if you
game
remember
like
years ago,
spin
I
the
tried those
bottle.
channel extensions.
Last
That would
person
be like a
standing has
plugin
to
that
buy
would go
Phil
to
the
streams, you click on the
console.
screen to influence it. You could type something in and something would happen in the
Oh,
game. or
but
it's
I would
just
buy
changing
him.
what
I would buy him the
you know?
console, but
Essentially,
I
that's
would
what
load it
penny
with a
points could
bunch
do.
of
It
the
could be a
anime
way that you
dating
guys actively,
games.
influence what's going on the streams, and so I think that the penny points being that
No,
part
the
of that
penny
system
points are
could
lame,
definitely be
Phil.
a huge
Stop
part of
talking
that,
about 'em.
okay? But that's stuff I need your feedback on, guys. How would you like to see the penny points better integrated into my streams? How do you feel that it could help, or and be an asset to what I do? That's basically what I need input from you guys from. Okay. Okay. A couple quick shout outs. Best of luck, Phil, to me $2. And basically says, keep your head up. He found a job and he knows that I will. Well, thank you. Keep your head up for the $2 tip. Cholo Veterano cheered again. Now he's talking about a movie called El Chicano starring Jay Hernandez. Has nothing whatsoever to do with the stream. Thank you for the cheer. And yeah, don't care. All right. So now, guys, what I would like to do is move on to the following, or the final segment of the stream before we do a little bit of Q&A to end it, and go through the game release schedule for 2020. I'm going to be very honest with everyone.
For those
the game
who
release
have
schedule fits on
watched
a single
this,
sheet,
is
and
the
a lot of these
Q&A
dates
worth
aren't
sitting through? Is there
great.
anything
Like,
worth
there's
going like,
giant
ooh,
dead times this year that I don't know what's going to happen here. So here we go. You ready? Let's go through the game release schedule.
Yeah.
Ready? So first of all, tomorrow is the release of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Obviously, I'm going to
and
get
Phil
that.
is loving Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. He's loving it.
Super Mario World 2.
He's having so much
We'll have
fun.
that starting up tomorrow. That's going to be an ongoing playthrough that I'm going to be doing. Okay, that's the first major new release of
Dude,
2020.
DSP is the
The
best spot.
Coming out that I'm even interested in doesn't come out until February 14th. That's almost a month. It's Darksiders Genesis. What this is the fourth installment in the Darksiders series. It's not like the other Darksiders
I've never
games,
played a
which were
Darksiders
overworld
game.
Exploration, RPG, combat hybrids. This one is a top-down
Okay, the last
shooter.
part's a waste of
Starring
time.
the fourth and
Okay,
final,
we'll see other
Horseman.
people's opinion,
This is the guy with
but
the guns.
we'll
so that's
see.
like a top-down shooter because
This has
it's
been dragging
basically
on for a bit, and I
don't
feel
know
like
how
other
this is
people
gonna
have things to
play,
do.
or how it's actually going to
I don't
affect
wanna waste your boys'
the Darksiders
time.
universe. I don't know if anyone's going to get it because Darksiders 3.
Yeah, he
didn't go
almost
so
did
well.
cry.
He was kind of a mess.
He almost did cry during the dick
So I
sucking
don't
of
know how
Emerald
this is gonna
7.
go,
That was
but
pretty
I'm
great.
interested in it because I haven't played all the Darksiders games up to now. The next game after that is a week after, February 25th. It's Mega Man 0/ZX Legacy. I guess what this is, the Mega Man 0 and ZX games are put into a collection. Now, I remember, I think I played one or
I don't
two
think
of
I've
them
ever played a Mega
on,
Man
like, the
game.
Game Boy
I played
Advance back in
10.
the day.
I
Well,
played
I would like
10.
to play one of these for
I
stream
didn't
and see if
beat
you
it.
like it, and if you like it, then I have the collection, and I could go back and play some of the ones in the future as well. I love Mega Man games. And another game, this is interesting, it's called Infliction. It's a horror game. So you know,
are you gonna turn the lights off again and try to act like a fucking Markiplier knockoff again,
What
Dave?
it's supposed to be is basically you're gonna
That'd be funny if you did that again. You should, dude.
That'd
That'd be a great idea.
To the house and get clues to figure out what happened, but you're being stalked and haunted by a ghost while this is happening. A ghost that's actually trying to, I guess, kill you. So it's kind of unique combination of like first, what do they call that? Walking simulator.
I don't know, I've never watched
whatever,
I've only watched
DBC
from like when I was
so
a
I'm
kid on
interested.
Toonami. Like, oh, this show looks cool.
And then the last game in February,
actually
comes out February
watched
29th, it's called Beyond Blue. I'm feeling this could be a really good chill stream game. What this is, it's a crew of people going in an underground futuristic sub to explore the ocean depths. And it has a plot to it, but also it has open world exploration.
So
it's
it's
like one of these relaxing games.
Subnautica.
Micromanage resources to survive underwater while you're also looking at all these cool underwater creatures.
It's
so
Subnautica.
For a chill stream, I'm thinking.
Okay,
it's gonna be
I'm
absolutely
very
amazing.
excited, Phil.
I doubt it, but maybe it'll be something at least cool, right? So that's what I'm thinking for February. Wow, that's not much. I know. I swear that at one point there were way more games coming out in February, but when I actually sat down and started looking at all this stuff, I was like, huh? Like, why is there nothing in February? I guess most of the great major games got delayed or whatever. I have no idea. So we'll have to see. March, things do pick up a little bit. First of all, we got the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX remake on March 6th. I played the demo of that last night. The jury's still not in on that one. Like, I think that people are still
What do you mean, dude? You played a
play
demo of it. You should have enough of the game to form somewhat of an
opinion. People should play as his daytime streams
Yes,
or whatever.
it sounds exactly like Subnautica.
March 13th is Neo 2. That's a no-brainer. I played Neo 1, really enjoyed it. We're going to be playing Neo 2 on March 13th.
Gotta play those Souls
March 17th,
clones,
MLB The Show 20.
boys.
I don't know if I'm going to be doing that or not. Okay? I played it last year. We played it as a chill playthrough. You guys really seem to enjoy it, and that's a game that I actually played for several months. If you remember, I started in like March. I think I played it to like April, May, June into the summer, and then finally I kind of dropped it during the summertime. I don't know if you want to see that again or not. All right, so I kind of leave that one as a maybe. On March 20th, we've got two games that I'm very actually excited for. First of all, Animal Crossing New Horizons. I have never played an Animal Crossing game before. From what I understand, they are very relaxing. They're meant to be kind of relaxing.
Animal Crossing's good. I'm excited for Animal Crossing.
On the Switch.
Maybe because I'm a lonely person, and so is Phil, so maybe we'll be excited for the same reasons.
But the big major release that day is Doom Eternal. Obviously, huge release. I've been expecting this
I'm
game
nervous
for
Doom. I'm so nervous. I want Doom to be good, but Bethesda lately, and I'm just nervous that they're going to bungle it up.
I think it's going to be one of the best games of the year for sure. So Doom coming out that day, okay? And that's it for March. So you see what I'm kind of saying here?
Persona 5 Royal?
It's kind of a release light year early on in the year. Last year, I think there were actually far more releases. This year, there's not that much. Okay, April. On April 3rd, the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis remake. Definitely all over that one.
I'm a big Resident Evil guy. I need to be
on
in
April
the series,
7th,
though.
the Final Fantasy VII remake. Although it's funny, they're calling it Final Fantasy VII remake, but in reality, it's Final Fantasy VII Part 1 remake because they already said they're splitting the game up into multiple games, and so there's going to be future parts that are going to be coming out years later. And I guess we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens with that, but I'm definitely playing that. Okay?
Are you talking about me or
now,
Phil?
Cyberpunk was supposed to be April 16th, but this morning, CD Projekt Red announced on Twitter that Cyberpunk is getting delayed all the way until September 17th.
Oh,
so
no.
It is delayed, and we will not be playing it there on... Actually, I take it back. It might be the 13th. I'm not exactly sure 100% what day. Audiences, it was only released ever in Japan, but they've remade the game with modernized graphics and controls and modernized cinematics, and it's going to be available for the very first time.
I know they're not the same people, but Bethesda's the guys publishing it.
So
and I can just see them
and then on the same day,
their bad ideas lingering in. Also, I don't think Snap Map's in it. Snap Map was fucking rad.
Teams of people kind of hunting each other, and also the Predator is involved.
Oh, dude, Predator? Hell yeah, dude. Phil, that game's gonna be great. Okay, good. I thought you were talking about me.
Humans who are killing each other.
I'm a bit spurgy. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Fun, interesting online style game, online only. I don't think it's gonna have much of a plot or anything, but as an online game, it might be all right. I don't know. I could be wrong. Dude. Right now, someone just yelled in stream chat, "Fuck the Predator shit, scam devs." I don't know anything about that. I was just looking at game releases. It looked interesting to me. I saw a trailer. I was like, that could be pretty good.
I know you were. I had a feeling. I was like, let's make sure.
Says Hormel Chili. I wonder why the hell they're saying that. All right. In May, there's literally only one game release. The Last of Us 2 is supposed to be coming out May 29th. That's it.
Dude, I haven't played The Last of Us 1. I should probably get around to that.
I'm interested in until Marvel's Avengers on September 4th. And then, of course, we've got Cyberpunk now coming out in mid-September. So... that's the release schedule. Only one game in January. Only 3 to 4 games in February. And already, as I was saying, some people were like, oh, don't play Darksiders Genesis. That's not going to be good. Oh, I don't know if that Infliction will be any good. So, and those are the games for February. There's nothing else coming out. March, arguably has a few more with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Neo 2, MLB, Animal Crossing, and Doom Eternal. But even then, it's not like a strong.
Phil, that's when you go into the
you know what I mean?
indie games, dude, and you find some cool shit.
It's kind of wishy-washy with these games. It seems to me like
wishy-washy. I love that term, dude.
It definitely seems to me like this year is going to be a slow start, and we're going to have a lot of opportunity to work on games that maybe you guys have wanted to see me play for a while that I haven't gotten around to, because I'm going to need to fill the time, right? I mean, this is the
dude, get around some indie games, do some retro shit.
Play older games for
you kind of be the king of retro. You might as well do some fun stuff.
Now keep in mind that we don't know what's happening in the late.
Has he already done Link to the Past? Maybe you can do Link to the Past.
So no one really knows in that regard about that. So I'm not surprised.
No, Phil will not like any games in 2020. He will sit here and bitch, and then at the end of like his, then during his games of 2020, he's gonna say that he liked everything.
You guys and I are gonna have to brainstorm. Okay, there's another week with no major new releases. What do we want Phil to play this week? Because I'll end up juggling a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell to play, right? All right, a few shout outs. We're gonna open up the Q&A for a little bit before I end the stream, okay? I'm just gonna forewarn everyone, if I get a bunch of stupid fucking insulting questions, I'm just not gonna fucking bother with it, and if that's all I'm getting, I'm just gonna stop the stream and say, okay, call it a night, okay? Hoping we're gonna get intelligent.
He won't play Anime Dark Souls, dude. Right, there might be some waifus with big old titties in it. He's
Genesis
married.
Gaming's Weed at 100 cheers. I think you won't need help with that new Xbox. There's no exclusives for that console for the first 2 years. It's only the PS5 that we would need to help you with. PS5 will have exclusive right away. Sounds good. Of course, arguably, you know what's gonna happen. We want to see Halo Infinite on the new Xbox. It looks like shit on the Xbox One. Why is it still playing on the Xbox One, right? Plus, it's not just about the games. It's also about the unboxing. It's about going through the dashboard and exploring the console in general. Remember, my unboxings and dashboard exploration and initial launch title coverage of the PS4 and the Xbox One was some of the highest viewed stuff I ever did at the time on YouTube. People
Which
were
is so sad.
And really excited when I did it. So obviously, I want to be able to
Oh, yeah, dude. Okay? Remember the Sega Mini?
Someone named FYI gave me $, because I have a mole growing on my forehead. If you mean this, that's a fucking pimple. I have a bunch of pimples on my fucking forehead that are annoying.
Wow.
And you guys
37 years old, still getting acne.
Because I'm doing a podcast today, I did 1080p, so now these guys bring up blemishes on my face. Isn't that nice? I'm sure your face.
Know your fucking place.
Like a trash. From the fucking Greek gods or something, right? Mr. Papavera cheered. He says things have been changing about what you do in the stream.
Oh, Mr. Papavera, dude.
Yeah,
I love that you slide into the DMs with thoughts. It's so cool, bud. Keep it up.
I mentioned. People keep mentioning the green screen thing. You could do some things with that. Not just transparent background. We could add scenery. You could add apps for Twitch.
Yeah, dude. They're fucking flailing around, man.
The voting system. I definitely.
They're like wings. Dude, he's trying to take off and fly away.
Could definitely have more of an impact on things.
More of an impact.
But outside of that. I keep telling you guys, I cannot do a green screen here. This is the
You
wall.
cannot do a green screen. Yes, you can, dude.
Here would be all folded.
Yes, he can. You know how he can do a green screen? All right, he cuts out a small enough green screen, probably like the width of his couch, probably 4 feet high, and attach it somehow to the back of his couch. Put enough weight on the bottom to support it standing up. Bam. You got a fucking green screen, Phil.
Look terrible, and you can't put a green screen behind the couch, then I'd still be sitting on the couch. What's the point of the green screen? You'd have like a tiny bit of stuff you can put behind me, almost nothing, right? I'm not like other gamers who sit in a computer chair, and so they can put
yes, he has this because his hygiene is terrible.
I have a completely different kind of setup, so it's very hard for me to do a green screen thing.
Open ad. What do we get today? What ad is it gonna be, boys? Oh, it's for a video game. Cars. Look at those fucking cars.
Voice changer, I'm not sure what you mean. I think you mentioned it a few days ago. I completely forgot about it, so you remind me on that. But penne points, I'm 100% in agreement with you. We should find better ways to implement the penne points on the stream. Hold on, I got a question from Jack Spartacus here that I wanted to answer. He says, consider putting games on your Amazon wish list. See, here's the thing, Jack Spartacus. I can't. You want to know why? They removed games listings, digital games listings, from Amazon. You used to be able to buy, like, oh, I pay $60, you get the digital code for the game, and you could just load it right on your console.
He could get it physically sent to him.
They removed that.
But he still has PTSD of getting a cardboard cock, so maybe not.
I can't put those on my wish list. I don't want the physical game and have to wait a day or two to get it at launch. I obviously want the game digitally at launch. And they took that away, so that's what I did. I put up an infinite amount of PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and Nintendo Switch credits. So let's say, oh man, I really want to see Phil play Dragon Ball Kakarot tomorrow. Let me help him out and buy it for him. Send me the $60 in PSN credits. I'll enter it into my PS4 and buy the game that way. Versus if I list the game, all you can do is buy me the physical game. I don't know why they did that.
Yes, you can. You can do sausage mode in a gamer chair. You can if you try hard enough. Okay. Damn it, you can.
Cholo Venerano cheered and asked, am I disappointed Cyberpunk 2020 got delayed until December?
No, polish, dude. December. CD Projekt likes polish, and it gives us a breathing room.
At all see much of the game that like blew me away to the point where I was like dying to
When
play.
you wish
so maybe now
upon
an
a
opportunity to delve further into the game. Maybe
you get free shit from a tard.
Cyberpunk was
There you
actually not
go.
one of the
There's
games I
your
was super
fucking
hyped for this
terrible
year.
singing.
It was more Doom and Last of Us
I like
2,
singing, but I'm bad
and,
at it, so I know my place.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, like that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Sorry,
dude, you're so tired, dude. It's so hard doing your job. You look like shit, by the way, bud.
Already
Sorry,
got
Phil, you look
another
like
guy
shit.
giving me $1 asking me why don't I move to somewhere where it's cheaper. I've already explained on this very stream why I couldn't move. I don't have money to do it. It would mean disrupting the business, which doesn't make sense because you're supposed to be making money to pay your debts, not working to move across the country. Like, there's a million reasons why. They're all very logical. You didn't listen to reason. Okay. Darkside Chris says, what's my favorite moment in Dragon Ball? See, the thing is, in Dragon Ball, there's a lot of good moments.
My favorite moment is when Goku goes to the
You get all
DMV.
excited for something to happen. Like,
There
the
you
whole
go.
time, oh my god, Piccolo.
I haven't
finally
watched
fused with
Dragon
another
Ball.
Namek.
I just
Now he's
know that
superpowered.
from
He's gonna be able to destroy
shitposty
Frieza.
memes.
And then he loses. It's like, what? You know, like, what the hell? You got so hyped for that moment. You're going to think like, it's really super exciting, and then it's not. Annoying as shit. That kind of happens a lot in Dragon Ball.
Oh no, my favorite moment in Dragon Ball is when Aang,
probably the best
Katara,
for me
Sokka, and
is when
Toph
Frieza
all go to the
and-
Fire Nation
and his
play.
dad
That's my
return
favorite
to
moment
Earth
of Dragon Ball Z.
and act like they're going to destroy Earth, and then Trunks comes out of time and just literally cuts them in half, and that's the end of them. Like, he just literally guts them right there in front of everyone with one sword slash. He's like, I'm way more powerful than you bitches, and he fucking just slaughters them. Now, these are supposed to be universe-dominating creatures, but he had trained so much in the future and became so powerful, he just came back in time and insta-killed them. I think that's probably one of the most shocking moments in all of Dragon Ball. So. Okay. Let's see here. Bruised Bananas asks, Phil, have you felt pretty enthusiastic and satisfied with new games this gen? Almost all my gaming enjoyment for the last few years has come from games I never played that are several decades old, and I honestly hate what gaming is becoming, not too optimistic.
Dude, he's saying for 90% of the fucking The Lion
It
King,
seems like
dude.
a lot of
It
the
was
hype
terrible.
and things that get hyped up to be great end up being very disappointing, or end up being a game that takes zero risks and is, oh, jump on the team-based third-person shooter bandwagon, jump on the battle royale bandwagon, jump on the bandwagon.
This shocks me. It does shock me too,
Jack.
Jack.
Actually putting out something good and unique that would actually be much better and make more money. They just want the guaranteed payday. How many games have we seen in the last 2-3 years that promise the world and they come out and they're completely non-functional or they fall apart at launch? And you're like, damn, I just like to do the classics when a game actually came out and it worked, right? So I hear you. I mean, look, I've been playing a lot of classics lately. I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic. I'm playing Final Fantasy VI. I'm having an absolute fucking blast right now with the games that I'm playing. So, yeah.
Yup,
I
sure,
100%
Phil. You totally
hear what you're
are.
saying, hear your vibe.
As you look miserable during
Phil,
Star
I'm
Wars.
sorry, yawning out of nowhere. I hadn't yawned
Because you're
the entire stream
tired.
until now.
Because
I
you're
don't know what
working
happened.
so
Joel
hard,
Verano
Phil. It's
changes
hard
it.
when
He's
you're
still
lying
playing
up a
2K20.
storm.
No, I'm not playing NBA 2K20. Okay.
Staring
Well, I
at.
play more Street Fighter 2. I'm playing it Friday night. Friday night is my usual late night
Yep,
Street Fighter
you're
stream.
gonna get beat up
Street
by
Fighter
Evil
2,
AJ
3,
again.
and
It's gonna
3.
be super exciting, Phil. I can't wait.
Darkside Chris says, Gohan killing Cell will always give me chills. Vegeta's respect to Goku was epic. My favorite fight, honestly, is Goku versus Cell if you have one. Yeah, I don't know. A favorite fight. I don't think I have a favorite fight overall in the series. I do not have a definitive favorite moment of streaming on Twitch at all. I like laughing with you guys when something funny happens. I like when you guys give me good ideas or when we have a fun conversation. Those are my favorite moments.
Those are your
now
favorite
we're not
moments
going
when
to
you're
Fighter
just
2,
talking to
17,
chat.
They're not going anywhere.
Oh
For
man,
now.
I guess that's kind of wholesome in some way, but
Okay.
okay.
Game Rusher says, do you have any games you want to play during the dead times? I definitely think I'm going to do Mass Effect 2 this year at this point. I waited so goddamn long. I think Mass Effect 2 is a given.
Wait. When he didn't play Mass Effect 1, why are you just gonna jump right into 2? Oh.
The original Final Fantasy 7 isn't out of the question, but there's no way I'm going to be playing it before the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Maybe I would play it much later in the year, okay? But I doubt I'm going to be playing that anytime soon. Will I have some coffee before next stream? As Darkside Chris, no, I'm going to have dinner. You know, my wife is making baked chicken right now. So once I eat and everything, I should be all right. I shouldn't be tired, I don't think. When am I bringing Jasper back on stream? Whenever he wants to come in on a late night stream, he's
whenever I want to use him as a prop,
Starts
that's
tomorrow,
when
catch up
Jasper
to work,
comes
so,
in.
you know,
Whenever I need a
Saturday,
prop.
Sunday, you know, whatever night he wants. This is maybe you can play Titanic Out of Time. I've never heard of Titanic Out of Time. What kind of a game is it? Does chicken make you sleepy? No, that's turkey. Turkey has that chemical, not chicken. How tall am I? 5 feet, 11 inches. What's for dinner? Baked chicken thighs, breaded and coated in a custom breading that Cat makes, including lemon, pepper, and a bunch of other spices.
Yep, that's when his favorite moments are, when he's making money.
Omnivorous Wagons, I did see that One Punch Man game coming out February 28th, but the more I think about these anime fighting games, I think they're terrible. Like,
nah,
dude,
don't give up on the weebs. The weebs love you, Dark.
I think a One Punch Man game might kind of be more the same, where it's just kind of a shitty game. I don't want to do that, so.
Don't give up on the weebs.
I know it exists. If people really want me to play it, I would consider it. But I don't, I'm kind of feeling the same vibe. It's gonna end up being another fucking shitty anime fighter. That's not good. Plus, I didn't watch One Punch Man, so I don't know any of the characters or anything in it anyway.
You should watch it, dude. I haven't watched it. The only anime I watch is like JoJo, but it's close enough.
Good Game Goblin says, do you think streams like this will hurt your credibility since you know not only do you spend your time in a bathroom barbecue, but now we know all about your elephant too? Sorry guys, I gotta tell you all the truth. In fact, the elephant is the one with his trunk.
Gay elephant is the lamest meme, and I never want to hear about it ever again.
So now you know what he's been doing.
Every time I hear about the elephant meme, it makes me want to neck.
Oh, look, an idiot.
Ban.
Good. Thank you, Ellipsian, for taking care of that. I was trying to get him. Cashmere Goat did a 100-bit cheer. Says, can you carry Jasper in the room for us one of these days? I don't think Jasper will come willingly since he hasn't done so in weeks. We'll see. One of these nights, maybe I'll let him in.
Rambo must be 6'4".
Twitch apps. If you like the idea of Pokemon, someone mentioned there's one you could add where Pokemon all across the screen and do battles. Something you can have added during your pre-stream. I'm not sure how it's added. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. If anyone has an idea, let me know. No Producer Zone. I didn't know if Family Guy did a joke about Bridgeport, Connecticut. Don't know anything about it. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, says Chris, Darkside Chris. He says it's a pretty good series. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. I think I played Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I think that was the one I played on my PS2 back in the day, and I had the modded PS2 to play Japanese games, and then it broke and scratched the shit out of all my game discs. It was very disappointing. I never modded a console like that ever again.
Then you probably did something wrong, Phil, if it scratched all your game discs.
All right, see you later, Iron Man. Good game,
see you later, Iron Man.
Something care. I guess he had a website. The carrot feeding of an elephant costs upwards of $70,000 a year. You know you love them, but you gotta set them free. There you go. Now you guys know where all my money went, right? Totally not the exorbitant debts and things that happened in the past, but no, it went to an elephant.
Or mobile games.
Kate, am I excited for the Resident Evil remake? Yes. Am I as excited as I was for Resident Evil 2? No, because I don't like it as much as Resident Evil 2. No, I'm not going to grow out a big mustache like Hulk Hogan's, Jetsons.
You should at least try to grow out a full thing of facial hair if you're not a bunch of patchy pieces of a goatee. It's so like your facial hair is like an archipelago. An archipelago.
Or something on the Titanic, but then I guess the Titanic sinks. That's weird.
No, that's what happens in the game. Titanic happens.
Rebel Gunton says, I saw your playthrough of Resident Evil 0 made me laugh a lot. That's the point. That's the whole point. Okay. Good Game Goblin says, which of the recent memes do you like the most? Barbecue, human milk, raw Pop-Tarts, or elephant?
None of them, because they're all fucking horrible. They're all forced DSP pay pig memes.
I don't know.
Miss me with all of them.
Memes I can't answer.
All those memes are fucking trash.
To play the new I Am Jesus Christ game. Never heard of it.
Yes.
Well, you guys bring up some
DSP, play the Jesus game. Please, Phil, play the Jesus game.
People eat Pop-Tarts raw. You are aware that Pop-Tarts are fully pre-cooked, right? Like, you can just open a Pop-Tart, eat it fine, no problem. But obviously, it tastes way better if you toast it.
I mean, I prefer my Pop-Tarts. I can do Pop-Tarts either way, but I only fuck with Pop-Tart s'mores.
No, they don't want to have that, so it's already pre-cooked.
Those are the definitive Pop-Tarts.
Can I stream 3DS games? And so I recommend Dragon Ball Fusion, says Ace. Well, at one point I could. I had a 3DS capture device years and years ago, and if you remember,
what happened to it?
This capture device to play Pokemon Omega Ruby, and then to play Pokemon Moon, as well as I tried the Monster Hunter game, and I played Tomodachi Life, and there was one other game too. But that was many, many years ago. This is from like 2015, so it's been like 5 years since I used this. I don't know if it still works.
You should play Zelda Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks. Those games are really good.
Updates or anything, I have no clue. So I should be able to, but there's no guarantee. Okay.
But dude, his wife apparently has a beard.
Cholo Vitorano cheered 350 bits. Cheer. He says, I'm going to shave my butt and drink a 4 Loco. I enjoyed your stream today. Thanks.
Oh, dude, don't drink a 4 Loco, bud. Those are intense.
Some idiot in the stream chat says, you can't just say something's not true. You have to present evidence when everyone's been right about everything in the past. When everyone's been right about everything in the past, really. About me lying and scamming my viewers for money to pay for a wedding that I didn't pay for, that my parents paid for. About saying that there was an escort that never existed. Dude, I could just go on. Let's just go through all the list of the insane, stupid shit that they say about me on a daily basis that's completely wrong. You're an idiot. Just because you believe it doesn't make it true. It just makes you a fucking gullible idiot. So, you're an idiot.
Well, you're hard to believe, Phil, so who are you gonna, believe?
That's right. Apparently, it's guilty until proven innocent. That's what happens when you're a fucking brainless idiot.
But you also have to try to defend
Let's
yourself,
see
Phil,
here.
and you don't have to defend yourself.
FL
That's the
Gibson has to do
problem.
a Rageathon anytime soon. You know, I don't know.
No, let's not do another
I
Rageathon,
rotate
Phil.
kind
Those
of
are
between ideas
terrible.
For monthly sub goals. Last
Let's
month,
fucking
well,
not.
A few previous months we were doing holiday themed events. Then we did the Viewers Choice event. Now we're going to be doing, if we hit it, which I'll have to check on subs by the way and see how we're doing here. If we hit it, we're going to be doing the retrospective event. We're at 680 subs, by the way, guys. Retrospective event coming up.
No, I don't
and
want
then
to
after
do
that,
another
you know, I'll probably do some kind of a
retrospective.
marathon. Maybe a little bit too early for a Rageathon. Maybe we'll do like indies or something. I don't know. We got to think about it, right? And then, yeah, I would say probably a Rageathon is bound to happen again in the future. Okay?
No, I don't want to do either of those. Those are lame.
Yes, Sticky Dinks, I remember. He says, do you remember when the detractors ran with the escort story for a whole year? There wasn't actually a shred of evidence, just drama shit on the internet, and the next thing you know, it ended up being a whole fake story and they got arrested. Well, first of all, it wasn't a year. I say it was probably about 5 months, because it was through the fall and then early...
Yeah, dude. The escort technically, the whole...
Yes, it was 2017, 2018.
That was before my
I'm not
time,
really
and I don't really ask a lot of questions
I don't know
about the
if they ever
escort
did. I just know
saga. I
that
just know
they
it was a
got
very
caught out on what they
strange
do.
and goofy time.
But,
There's a
you
lot
know,
of
that's how
strange
it is. People literally
information.
just do this shit for jollies or whatever. In that case, was that couple going to try to extort me out of money? Maybe. They never asked for nothing. It wasn't like, oh, send money and we'll stop bothering you. Or
No,
whatever.
they just
never
wanted
like
to
that at
fuck with
all.
you, Phil,
It was
because
just
you're a
two fucking
fucking
idiots making shit
lolcow,
up
and
about
that's
me. I don't
like
know what
part
their
of your
end game
life
was.
is to get
But-
fucked with
so
by
I mean,
people
all
on the
this
internet.
shit is always wrong. Literally, the only thing that was 100% correct so far was the foreclosure, because that was public knowledge. That was posted on the internet publicly when the lawsuit was filed in December. And there was nothing that could be done about it, right? There was nothing absolutely that could be done about it. That it was going to go public no matter what. And I
Well, no,
purposely waited
eventually,
until now
dude,
to
he's
tell
gonna
you guys,
recycle
yes, it's true.
of
Yes,
things.
I'm going through bankruptcy.
He's gonna be like,
So
I
you
know we
what's
watched
going on,
this
'cause
in
you
an
know if I
old
didn't tell you,
retrospective,
you didn't get it from
but
my
we're gonna
mouth.
watch it
His
again.
agents were researching
Okay?
Washington State records constantly to find and get the bankruptcy
Whoa.
post that up there too.
Dude, his
So
face is just
I
like
figured I should tell you
jiggling
everything
like
going on
fucking
so you got
Richard
full
Nixon in
disclosure.
Futurama.
That's literally the one thing they got right. The one fucking thing that they've gotten right. You know, because it was public knowledge, publicly posted right there on the internet. Boss Hog, no, I'm not getting a loan from the Polish Mafia. Oh my god. Darkside Chris asks, what is your favorite all-time fighting game, specifically Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo? Street Fighter 2 series is what I grew up playing. It's the game series that put fighting games on the map competitively and started the whole fad of fighting games to begin with. The whole genre began with Street Fighter 2, and Super Turbo, in my opinion, is the best version of that game. So, okay. No, the detractors are not getting better at telling the truth. It's not an improvement. They found one piece of truthful information on the internet and posted it. That's it. One thing.
The mobile games.
Remember, God, you remember
earlier
this
this year,
Like,
secret
apparently, like 2 years ago, there was a
secret
fire
donations
at the condo facility in Connecticut that had nothing to do with me. Apparently, it was like a unit on the other side of the building, but they were posting up memes. Oh, Phil's condo burned. Look, his condo has a hole in the roof. And then they were posting up pictures and shit about it. I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with
Phil
me?
now, dude. They've
The
gotten
condo
everything
facility
wrong.
in Connecticut is like a ginormous building with 100 units. One unit has a fire. Why are you? What the fuck does that have to do with me? And why are you even talking about it or posting it like it has anything to do with me? That was their thing because it was slow. They had nothing to talk about, so they had to make something up, right? So, oh, look at Phil's condo lit on fire or something. You're complete stupidity. Very stupid. I know. I don't have a fucking new BMW.
No, he has the same BMW that he bought before he moved to Washington.
Sony are putting games on PC, starting with Horizon Zero Dawn. Nothing wrong with that. If they want to have them as
More money.
exclusives and put them on PCs later, that's fine. I don't care about exclusives.
More
at all.
money,
I
more
don't.
hype.
You know, I just want to be able to play a game and have a great graphical and also performance in the game engine itself. I want everything to run well when I play it on the format that I play it on. I don't care if other people get to also experience it on a different format. It's a moot point to me. Boss Hog says, if that one thing that was posted was true, why'd so many people get banned for mentioning it? Because they literally come to the stream, they derail the stream, they spam it, and it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about on stream. If I'm doing a gameplay stream of Pokemon, and 25 people come to the stream and say, Phil's getting foreclosed on, what the fuck does that have to do with Pokemon? Zero. It's derailing the stream. Instant ban. It's always been against the rules.
What
There's
does
no reason to bring up
Russell
drama.
have to do
There's
with
no
the
reason to bring up
stream? But that
gossip.
stays
That's all it is.
around?
It's gossip. Who cares if my house is getting foreclosed
What
on?
is
the fuck
all
does
the
that have
dumb
to do
shit
with
Frenelip
the gameplay stream that I have on the internet right now?
have to do
Zero.
with
The
the
kind of people that
stream
bring it
in
up are immature
Pokemon?
drama queen pieces
That
of shit.
stays around?
Who want to derail the stream and
All the
laugh.
shit Cydella
Look, Phil's getting
says.
foreclosed. Fuck you. You get banned. That's why they got banned. It's very common sense.
For all that
for someone
shit's
who has an
allowed,
intelligent
but
brain.
it's
You
not really
have
the
one, Tom.
Pokemon,
I'm very
Phil.
sorry about that. Lunaba just did a $5 tip and says, excited for the eventual Mass Effect 2 playthrough. Hope to catch
I'm
some of those
not.
streams. Keep up the good work, Phil. Thank you very much.
I'm more of a
I
Dragon
appreciate
Age
that.
guy
Thank you for
anyway.
your support. Okay. So, last couple of questions, guys. All right. The stupidity here is someone. Well, is there a nugget of truth about the WWE mobile games? I already talked about this. I think it was last night or the night before. Here, I'll say it one more time for all of you. All right. At one point,
Wings memes.
I played
Yay,
WWE
Wings
Supercard.
memes.
That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right? And at this point, this is so frustrating, okay, that I really feel that I said I'm just never playing this again. And I did. I quit it cold turkey. I think it was about a year later. I went back and I reinstalled the game just to try it.
Yeah, dude, Dragon Age
Origins
Origins is one of my favorite RPGs, hands down. That game is great.
Cards being played, and it was like the only way to even play it at any level that's enjoyable, you have to dump a ton of money into it. So I stopped playing it. There was another game called WWE Champions that was like, I want to say it was like early 2017 it came out, and I played it on and off casually over the course of that year, along with all the other mobile games that I was playing. I was playing Dragon Ball, what was it? Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, Marvel Future Fight, and at one point I was playing this Fox cartoon characters card game as well. And I only played it casually. That was the game that I kind of like casually grinded in and just played on and off as a free-to-play game. And I stopped playing it because I lost interest in it. It's a gem breaker game where it's like playing what is it, like Candy Crush or whatever? But that was always the side game that I played. The other games were my major focus at the time. And by the way, I quit all of that
imagine
stuff
how much money he
when
was
Cat
spending in those.
In 2018, I quit all mobile games. I don't play them anymore. I got rid of them. I said,
Sure, Phil.
I gotta focus
Sure,
time
dude.
on important stuff with my family and stuff. I don't waste time. I keep telling you guys this. Mobile games are money sinks. You'll put money into it.
Phil's a
time
money
into it and money into
sink.
it, and you don't get
Investing in
anything out of it unless you're
DSP,
constantly keep
giving him
playing
money
and sinking more
is
money
a
into
money
it.
sink.
That's the truth
Don't
of the
give
matter.
him money,
Now, these idiots
boys.
want me to show you my accounts
Y'all
and
know
everything.
that,
How the fuck am I
but
going to do that? So I show you on my
there
screen.
might be some
Oh, that's
socks
not your
here.
account, that's someone else's. Or I show you on my screen. Oh, look, that's a name. Now let's go scour the internet for other times Phil used that fucking name and other things so we can find other accounts that he's done and hack other accounts.
That's what happens when you defend yourself, Phil.
All right, I've had enough of this shit.
You're just gonna flip off the camera? Very mature, Phil.
Microanalyzed by a bunch of no-life, worthless, disgusting, toxic, do-nothing ne'er-do-wells who will never ever have a shred of fucking positivity in their lives. They live in their fucking Paris basements. They hide from real life, and they do this shit anonymously on the internet.
Phil's a pay pig who eats a smaller pay pigs.
Yep.
Yep.
They would all hide like the cowards they fucking are. No. Fuck off. Stop fucking with me and every little thing that I say and do.
No, Phil, this is going to make me want you to do it more because you're really upset. And I like pushing people. I like
really,
poking
to
you.
The point where I get so fucking frustrated and
Cry.
it just ends up pain inside of me. Any little thing that I say and do
I'm
on
hurting
can be
you.
construed into something that's
We're
not,
hurting
or that's
him,
something
guys.
to be made out of something that I did innocently years ago, and now you're going to somehow try to fuck with me, and I know.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me?
Okay. Anything else that you hear is fucking horseshit. Period. If
Yep.
I have stuff that I feel is
sure,
important to my
Phil.
streams,
Everything
my
else is
content, or that I
horseshit.
need to reveal to you about my personal life, I will. But all this other shit, I'm so fucking tired of hearing it. I really am. I'm just done with it. I'm done addressing it. I'm done fucking putting up with it. Enough is fucking enough. My life has been systematically fucked up year after year by people fucking with me. I can't get sponsorships. I can't get all the same opportunities every other full-time streamer gets because of you pieces of fucking shit trying to ruin my life. Fuck you. I'm done putting up with your shit. I'm not entertaining for a single moment any more of your stupid bullshit. You can say anything you fucking
Phil
want.
acting
I don't give a
tough.
fuck. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, Phil acting tough behind a webcam. Oh, it's so easy to act tough behind a webcam, Phil. You're a fucking pussy-ass little bitch.
I'll get this uploading, all right?
Push come to shove,
like I
you
said,
won't do
if you like
shit.
this, if you like this, and if you want to see me maybe every few months come back and talk to you a little bit about stuff that maybe I already talk about on streams or whatever, then I will. But I felt that really there was nothing to talk about until this moment. Maybe in like April, May, if you want me to do another one of these to get you caught up on stuff, I will. But now you kind of know what's going on with me. If you're interested, excuse me, if you're interested,
burp into the mic,
what's going on? You can
you
always stop
fucking
by a
idiot.
stream, you know what I mean? You can always just come hang out. You can check out my Twitter schedule. You'll know what games I'm going to be playing or whatever. But I understand that maybe every few months people want like a more cumulative view at what I'm doing, and that's if I do these streams, further.
Nothing is worse than a cranky pig. You're right, bud.
I'm gonna just
Nothing's worse.
Stop entertaining the complete fucking nonsense of these idiots at this point. There's no point. If there's something I have to talk about that's important, I'll tell you, and I'll be honest.
He'll
with you.
entertain us the next Minecraft stream. He'll entertain us the next Street Fighter stream.
That is it. Thank you for watching the podcast. I'll see you later.
All right, that's actually that's it. if there's anything else you guys want to say, let me know. But thank you guys for watching this long ass, weird ass stream. I appreciate it. His power level is over 9,000. Save that for Kakarot, bud. Save that joke for Kakarot. Let's see what else we got here. Because this is the whole point of the stream, was just to watch like the state of. I can't believe he ended it like that. That was intense. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for the love, boy. Appreciate it. I don't know. I guess I can give my own little lame state of the stream at the end of my stream. I plan on doing obviously the bigger, like, streaming events, recapping streams, reaction streams, because I don't like when my shit posts get an hour long. That makes me feel like a really shitty guy and like an idiot. Oh, I appreciate the stream. I appreciate you guys. It's weird. I never expected to have so many strangers that were like, "Hey, dude, you make cool shit," and it's like, thanks. But yeah, I plan on doing more streams. I definitely want to start doing like a late night Breath of the Wild stream, because I've been playing a lot of that game, and I feel like it'd be fun to stream a playthrough of that game on a stream. And then yeah, more Phil stuff. Maybe we'll sit down and watch Project 7 and other like weird internet movies, like have a fun internet movie night. I don't know, it'd be fun. Never leave, bud. I don't plan on leaving. This is fun. Yeah, dude, this was a great and second stream until something happened. I still don't know what happened. It just kind of cut out, and I was like, oh no. It was very terrifying. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves. That's it for me. You guys be safe and make good choices out there. What else we got here? I like the edited ones you've done lately. Kind of like DTG or LSB's old week in DSP vids. Yeah, I feel like I fit that niche pretty well. I try to my best. I pride I'm just a humble shitlord tending to my meat.